Okay, we have gone live just as Brian Shaw is about to lift 410 pounds. We'll be with you in a second.
He's close. Gets it. Down signal.
There
Good lift for Brian, and he needed that. That's good points. How are you doing, guys? We hope you're having an amazing weekend. It is super hot here in the UK.
Yeah.
So if we're sweaty...
Sorry.
Yeah,
just sorry. We hope you've all been enjoying it. We have been watching, but Loz got back from arm wrestling just about 10 minutes ago. Yeah. Quickly
wolfed some food down.
Yeah, wolfed it down. Right, come on, let's pay attention. Yo, stream with actual good audio. Glad our audio is good.
Yeah.
There we go.
So Brian going for another rep. Oh, good rep.
Oh, that one was much better.
Got his rhythm now, and that puts him into first place, I believe.
Oh, no, he's not. What a shock for Bobby as well, though. I felt bad for Bobby.
I know, Bobby, such a strong presser, but competition, it's not always the same as in the gym. You never know what's going to happen. Brian going for another rep here. Wanting to get as many points as possible, knowing that tray is coming.
I don't understand the score, and I don't know who's in what place. Where's my phone? I'm going to go on Strongman Archives because I can't.
Let's go B. Hey, guys, love from Scotland. I hope you guys are all really good tonight.
Yeah, we've got the stream really quiet as well because we don't want to be done for copyright infringement, but I also don't want to blow out our mic when it goes really loud.
Yes.
Right, so Brian got 3 reps, yeah?
I believe so.
Is that what we're seeing?
How are you doing, guys? Feel so bad for Bobby. Like the video. Yes, please, guys, go and like the video. Always helps. Loz, text Terry and tell him to fix the mics.
Terry's not a technician.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to help much. It's not. Yesterday was better with them. I mean, they did have a few issues, didn't they? They did.
No, I think today the mic sound is clipping at the top because the gain is too high. I think actually today is a bit better than yesterday, where we couldn't hear Terry,
of them. Yeah, Terry for a while we couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
Good evening, David. Good evening, Jeffrey. Brian got 2.
Oh, we got 2. Okay. Thank you. How long until Loz mentions his Europe Sugarstand victory? Well, he doesn't need to now. You brought it up.
You brought it up, so you don't need to even say it now.
I'm not reading that out, Mitch. Marcus. Marcus's comment. I had a boss who had that name.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like real life. Anyway, let's get rid of that.
Right, Mitch Hooper is up now.
Yeah, so Bobby had 2 failed attempts on the heaviest log, and then he went to go for the lightest log.
Mitch is going for the middle log.
Oh, yes, Mitch.
410. Come on, Mitch. Yes, gets the down signal. Good man. Good man. And now he's moving up to the 440.
Oh, bloody hell. Come on then, Mitch. Would he be the first man to do it? Yeah?
He would be. The crowd is responding to this.
Has Mitch got it in him, Lozzo? Coach.
Fresh? Yes.
Yeah.
Fresh, yes, but this is now deep into a competition. He competed last weekend. He's already done a full day yesterday. If he gets this is going to be epic.
Ballsy, says Austin. Yes, he is.
Well, he's got good points now with the 1 rep anyway. So if he gets this,
that was a good clean.
He's going to have to really drive hard with the legs.
Come on, Mitch.
Go on, Mitch. Go on. Oh, so close.
No,
come on.
Yeah.
That was an amazing effort there by Mitch. He got so close.
Big balls, Mitch Hooper. Indeed. Oh, what a shame.
Well, to be honest, it was worth the risk. He knew he had decent points from the one with the middle. And with the position he's in, we said, get that rep to secure good points. And then if you're going to challenge Trey and Alexi now, you're going to have to take some risks because they are so far ahead.
Oh, he's
dropped down to the middle one again. He's not going to get it after he really worked hard on that heavy one. But I still think that's top 3 at the moment. I think only Maxime and Brian have done the middle log. Because 1 rep on the heavier logs beats any amount on the lighter ones.
Right. Brian is leading with 2 reps on the 186 because Mitch only got 1 on 186.
Yeah. And I believe... I think
Maxime also got 1 rep on 186.
So he's tied in second place at the moment with Maxime because apparently just that 1 rep
will beat all the guys on the lighter log. Yeah. So
it's a confusing one. Really, you'd think that Maxime should be ahead because he did a rep with the lighter one and a rep with the middle one.
Yeah, but Oh, I don't know. Then maybe he is.
I don't know.
You guys know?
This is where graphics on the TV and a bit more explanation would be useful.
Yes, that would be nice. Yeah.
Anyway, we can talk to people in a second.
Yeah. Here comes Trey.
Trey Mitchell is looking incredible in this competition.
I'm very excited to see what Trey does here. How's he going to do it? Like, what's his strategy? He doesn't have to do an awful lot, you know, but he has to do better than Alexi will.
It's a weird day today because I think Trey has the biggest weakness in terms of the frame.
The medley. Yeah,
but I think he has the best strengths as well.
Yeah, he does.
Over Alexi. I think Alexi might be a little bit more consistent.
Reps on lower logs don't matter. I don't know that they don't matter at all. One heavier rep beats 1,000
Yeah, that's
lighter.
what I heard as well.
But will Maxime's light and then heavy not add up to more than Mitch's one heavy?
Who knows? This is why it's so confusing.
Scorecard would help. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm missing is like something on the screen. Like I love the Rogue thing where they do that. That box in the corner.
Trey, right?
Trey, nice. And what one was that? That's the middle one.
That was I think.
That was the 440.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Just because the camera turn, he was turning at the middle one.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, there you go then. So Trey
can walk away now.
Yeah. Do we think Alexi's got it in him? Apparently, he was saying on Brian's video, there's bicep hurts.
I'm worried. See Alexi getting this log today.
Yeah, Trey got
his log wasn't incredible last week.
No.
His deadlift wasn't incredible.
Go on, another one. Bloody hell. Yeah. Now he can definitely stop.
Trey Mitchell has come in shape for this show.
Yeah. Alexi needs one rep on that heavy one. Come on, Alexi. 2. Yes.
Trey is just he is
good. But Nicola, if I do, then he wins. So it's okay. If I go against Alexi.
Oh, yeah, we've learned you should never
underestimate Alexi Novikov.
Trey is an absolute monster bronze chop. I totally agree.
Yes.
And he's come in the best shape I've ever seen him.
Yeah. And Trey's fresh, you know,
Look at him. He looks big, strong, confident.
He looks great.
He is a machine this year.
Very exciting. Has Max gone yet? Max went
gone. Earlier. He got a rep with the middle one though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He got the middle one and I think one rep on the lighter one from memory. I can't remember now. That was very confusing.
Look at that.
Oh, very nice.
Beast.
Very, very nice. Yes. Giving the people what they want. Alexi does not settle for second place, says Russ. No, you are absolutely right. Alexi goes into every single competition, into every single event with the intention of winning it by hook or by crook. He's just such a determined person, isn't he?
This is a where was it?
So for anyone wondering, coming in late and saying, what the hell are they looking at? What are they watching? It's the 2022 Shore Classic. In the description of this video, there is a link where you can buy the live stream. We cannot stream it here, unfortunately.
We are just here to give you our reaction and watch along with you. We've got Alexi Novikov coming out now.
Yes.
He was incredible yesterday. I mean, I think, you know, you're just talking about 2 world records yesterday. And honestly, we saw him a week ago. He wasn't in his best shape.
No.
You know, he's always good, but.
Alexi's gone for the lightest log. Okay.
It
was a good rep.
He's going to try the heavier one, the middle one. Sorry,
his arm's hurting him. Look.
Yeah, I think what he did yesterday was immense.
Yeah, it was. Oh, come on, Alexi.
He needs this for big points.
Do
you reckon he gets it?
I hope so. I'll say no, and then he will.
He's got it.
Yay! He definitely won't get 440.
He's leaving it there.
Ah, damn.
He's happy. Okay. He's leaving it there.
Yeah,
there we go.
Good.
That's the log done and dusted, I believe.
Hopefully, we'll get a better insight into how the reps and the points stack up.
Yeah.
Like how it's actually scored.
So someone pointed out, I don't know where the message has gone, but it shows how good Zadrunas was when he won the Arnolds and he did 205 for 4 reps.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible.
Yeah. And I've been getting a bit of crap for some of the things I've said because I said I'm disappointed seeing Zadrunas in this competition.
You deserve crap.
Well, you've got to remember, from my perspective, I competed against Zadrunas at his peak.
Yeah.
And then I competed against him as he started to come down. And I beat Zadrunas and I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Because for me, he's the greatest ever. And I just remember him being on this pedestal. He was incredible. And when he sort of came down to that level and I started beating him in shows, it was just like, it wasn't beating Zadrunas.
No.
You know, it was beating the former.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, And for me, I remember how good he was.
Yeah.
So to see him struggling like he is today, he's still a tremendously strong man.
Yeah, of course.
But I want to see the new up and coming guys. Yeah. I really do. We've got so much talent right now. I do understand that promoters want certain athletes there to put bums on seats, and he is an absolute legend, but I think he could be involved without necessarily competing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. What are you thinking of the strict judging, Lozzie?
The strict judging is really good, although I did think some of the deadlifts were held a little bit too long, but I'd always rather see strict judging than sloppy judging.
Yeah.
And like I've always said, you can only blame the referee.
Yeah.
So
you can't say it hasn't been consistent.
It's been very good. Yeah. The athlete will always try and keep fighting to get that rep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no complaints with the referee.
Yeah. Janasha and Zadrunas looked a bit upset for some of the reps they weren't given on the log.
Yeah, but if you watch back, it wasn't perfect reps.
No. It's reps that in other places they would have been given.
Absolutely.
And it's hard to handle sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, but if it's consistent across the board and everyone's being treated the same, then no one can complain.
Yeah. Alex asking if we can get a members Alexi emoji. Yes. And I know the perfect picture that we will use for it as well. Where is it? Oh. Eloa, if you're watching, send me the picture. You know the one. He knows the one. Yes, we will definitely make that happen.
There we go.
There we go.
So we can calm down a little bit now, go through some of these questions.
Or comments. Gone chopped, tired, Novikov is a god. He
is. Yeah. Unbelievable, isn't he?
Yeah. He is insane. I love him.
Nicola got so excited she burnt her toast.
Oh, Nicola. Alexi is an animal. Alexi is smart. He is saving himself. Yeah, Alexi's not gonna, if he's feeling something in that arm, then he's not gonna go too crazy, is he? Because he wants to finish this competition. He wants to win this competition.
Yeah.
And you've got to be in it to win it. I mean, on the next event, I envision Alexi maybe breaking away from Trey on the standings. He could do very well. Trey, maybe not so well. So there's still everything to play for, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go, John. Next event, I think, is where Alexi takes big points off Trey. I agree with that. Yeah. I think could well be an event where Alexi scores decent points, but you never know. Trey has just come into this competition looking absolutely incredible. Yeah, he is.
We got a new member.
Christoph, thank you very much for joining us. Then we've got Art with the Goon. Thank you so much for the super chat. Who do you guys think is a strongman who could be a top guy that just isn't being given a chance? Not being given a chance. Because there are newcomers who I think can be top, like Pavlo Nekonechny.
Pavlo Kordiaka as well.
Yes. And I wouldn't say either of them are not being given a chance, though. Big Pavlo was just at the Giants Live. I'm sure now, after his exemplary behavior and obviously outstanding performance, he's definitely going to be, well, we know he's qualified for Worlds next year.
Yeah.
Not being given a chance. It depends. It's a hard one.
Do you know what? It's real weird because you've got like the top guys, and then you have
layers, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a whole host of guys that are incredible. That are, and when I talk about, I'm talking there's hundreds of guys and girls, actually. There's, the female side is amazing as well. But there's so many athletes that are at a really, really high level. And if they are prepared for a competition and in their best shape, they'll do amazing. And likewise, there's lots of guys at that high level. If they're not prepared, they'll drop down.
Yeah.
There's so many that can all beat each other.
Yeah.
The guys like Alexi, and Trey Mitchells, and, these guys that make the final of World's Strongest Man time and time again, that are on podiums time and time again. They're the elite. They're the guys that are just, challenging for big tops. But there's so many guys that can go up and down in different competitions.
I'll give you one name, one person, because I feel like what happened to them, I felt really bad for them. Wesley Claiborne, because he was invited to 2020 World's Strongest Man. He failed one of the multiple COVID tests that he had to take. And then he's never been given the chances. I'd like to see him get a bit of a wild card entry, maybe to a Giants Live show. But I know he did OSG last year and didn't qualify through that route. So it's hard.
I've seen a lot of people giving Andy Black a lot of crap because he's not doing so well in the Open. And Andy's one of those guys I put into that level where he's with hundreds of guys that can all do really well. Yeah. Andy competed last week. He's had a few injuries. I personally don't think he should have come. I think he should be focusing on getting himself.
He should have done this, but
he should have focused on this. If you're going to go to this, give it 100%.
Yeah,
it's a tough comp, and it's a bit like
the new guys, though. If they're offered an opportunity, you can't blame them. They're never going to want to turn it down.
No, you're never going to blame them. But Andy is in that group of athletes that can all beat each other on the right day, right events. He still has some weaknesses. So his pressing, for instance, is weak at any level.
Yeah.
So you could go to competition and you're going to drop a lot of points, say, on like a log. It's Mark Felix's issue, you know. But he could go to if Mark kind of dropped out to an amateur level, he'd struggle.
Yeah.
But Mark has those events that he can beat anyone at as well.
Yeah.
So with the right events in a comp, he can do well. But there's so many athletes in that bracket. They have one exceptional event, then some weaknesses. The really good guys have no weaknesses.
Not to go off on a tangent, but I was reading comments earlier about how, you know, someone like Andy Black gets a lot more opportunities because he's UK based. And there's a, you know, it's a really valid comment, because when people pull out last minute, and they do, the last couple of days, it happened at this competition, it happened at the Giants Live last week, they go to the local guys. What I would really like to see, is when they come up with their list, their lineup for each competition, a set reserved list of 3 or 4 guys, and like contact those guys, right? You know, it might not happen, but if you could prepare yourself for this, you're our first reserve, you're our second reserve.
That's why I was so happy when they got Eddie Williams over.
Yeah, that was great. That was brilliant. Yeah.
It was brilliant to see that.
They got a flex cam. They've gone full Giants Live. What's happening
They're
here?
all flexing there now.
There we go. Look, Fred's here. Show him. Fred, he's wearing your T-shirt that you could very kindly
Thank you
sent.
so much for sending this through, Fred. And look, it's even got Uncle Oz on the back.
There we go. I would have worn mine, but I'm having overheating issues, Fred. Earlier, oh my goodness. Earlier, I went into the kids' paddling pool fully clothed. I just had a meltdown. I came
outside. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just left there like melting. Right, let's get to his comment. Yes. Thanks for the super chat. Hi, all. Late due to bad Wi-Fi at this truck stop. How did Alexi do on the log?
He did well. He got the middle
first one and the middle one, didn't he?
So I think Mitch, Alexei Novikov, and Maxime all did the 410.
Okay, so hold on.
Brian Shaw did the 410 for 2 or 3? 2.
So Trey won the event with 2 reps on the heaviest log. Then we had Brian in second place with 2 reps on the middle log. Then we had Alexei, Mitch, and Maxime tying on points for getting 1 rep on the middle log. So it does disregard the lighter log. Then we had tied for 2 reps on the lightest log was Ivers and Kevin. Then Zadrinas got 1 rep on the lightest log, and then everyone else zeroed. I feel awful in particular for Bobby Thompson, because, you know, when it's something you're known for, you feel that pressure and you think, right, I have to get maximum points on this, because you're kind of relying on it, aren't you?
Weird event as well, because the guys that got to go last...
coffee everywhere from his little mishap. Yeah.
Do you want to go and grab a coffee? I was just going to explain.
Go on.
With an event like this, it really is a big advantage to go out towards the end, because if people have failed, then that pressure is taken off you to take risks. You can kind of go out a bit safer and think, right, I'll just do the lighter log or just do the middle log. Whereas before, seeing some people fail, they may have been thinking, I need to go for the heavier log. And obviously Bobby going out before some big lifters felt that pressure. Yesterday was a tough day. They're at altitude. Sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. And then when you fail a rep, even dropping down, you've exhausted yourself. You're panicking. It's not a nice position to be in. And then he was grabbing his hamstring at the end as well.
Yeah, so hopefully just cramp and nothing more sinister. But, you know, they did basically a full competition yesterday. And let me tell you, as someone who's gone to many pro shows, the day after in the hotel in the morning, they're all crippled, aren't they? And they're all limping around and spasming and cramping. So it's a tall order,
Mitch messaged me earlier, and he woke up and he was feeling rough.
Yeah.
And I said, look, everyone's feeling rough. You know, take kind of comfort in that. So we got the overall scores there. Did you go through the scores?
I did, just for the log. So this is the full
Trey
standing.
Mitchell on 69 points. Alexei Novikov 65. Brian Shaw on 58.5. Mitch Hooper on 58. And then Ivers is in 5th.
Yes, come on, Ivers.
In 5th with 43. Bit of a drop back. And then Bobby Thompson just a 1.5 points behind. Maxime trying to climb up there.
Oh, I feel bad for Maxime. It's really not gone to plan. He's still got the
You
stones.
always feel bad for everyone.
I know. I know.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. It's a competition, Liz.
I care. So sue me. God, such a bad person. Right. Yes. Austin. Alexi with the donuts is one of the all-time great strongman moments. Absolutely.
That was cool.
And if I was in that crowd, I would have absolutely taken one of Alexi's donuts.
What is the next day? I think it's a leg press, isn't it?
Yeah. No. It's the medley, isn't it?
Oh, medley.
I thought the leg press was second to last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Medley next, which is a frame carry
into the arm over arm.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. This is going to be nasty.
Austin saying, what about Alexi's bicep on the arm over arm? Yikes.
Could be an issue. Could be a big issue.
I just want him to be safe. I think after this one, he doesn't, because he's not doing the Arnold UK. I think his next show is Glasgow. So he's got a little break for him. It's a decent break, isn't it? So, yeah. Strongman fan asking if Bobby's injured. We're not sure yet, but yeah. I'm sure we'll soon find out. Well, to be fair, we might not because we've got the sound off, but one of you guys will let us know. Ron Chopped. Thank you for the super chat. Wide Pavlo at these events would be glorious. Yeah, I would have loved to see Pavlo do this because he was so good last week, wasn't he? But
I was talking to Liz earlier about, say you were going to run a competition in 2 months' time. Who are your top 10 guys in the world right now?
Yeah, based on the last year. Yeah.
Or like right now, I said you'd have to have Pavlo in there based on what he did last week.
He's too exciting a prospect.
He's not done enough to be like ranked in the top 10.
No, but you'd want him in it, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, especially on that performance.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think guys like, Novikov, I'm probably going to get a lot of stick, but Tom Stoltman is genuinely top 3 in the world. But then it gets interesting after that. Trey Mitchell is clearly in shape at the moment, and he's consistently performing solidly in big competitions.
It's weird when you say you might get a lot of stick for saying that you'd invite the world's strongest man.
I know, it's quite crazy, isn't it?
2-time, yeah.
I've just seen a lot of...
There's been a lot of, comments.
Harsh comments, to be honest.
Yeah. It's one of those, yeah.
I feel for Tom. I do...
I don't think Tom is lying. Like, I spoke to Sinead the day after it happened, and she was genuinely distraught. I don't think that was fake.
You've had situations where our son is autistic. So
yesterday,
you've had situations where he can be fine for months, and then suddenly you kind of thrown out of your normal routine. Something doesn't go to plan.
Yeah, it wasn't about leaving Sinead. It was the fact that he was in what's a really stressful environment for him. And something completely changed unexpectedly. And that's like, I know my son, he can't cope with that. He just will shut down completely. And Lewis is normally absolutely fine, isn't he? But certain situations and certain contributing factors can really make him
and I know Brian tried to do everything to get them out. If Tom and Luke aren't in great shape, they need to say, I'm not in great shape.
Well, apparently they did, and apparently Brian said they should still come. I think, and I've read a lot of comments this last day, and I saw some good suggestions. Why don't they just come, meet the fans?
Absolutely.
No one would be mad about that. And
I think as athletes now, with so many big competitions going on, we have to start being selective. If you know you're not in great shape, then stand up and say, let's give someone else a chance that is in good shape at the moment.
To be fair, they've been more selective this year than they were last year.
They absolutely have. But sometimes as an athlete, you've got to think, right, because I know what promoters are like. I've had that position where promoters are they're almost trying to force you to do it. And you don't want to let people down.
No.
But the sport's kind of growing now.
Yeah.
And I think because we do have so many great athletes, if you know you're not training hard for competition, put your hand up and say, look, I'm having some time off. I'm happy to come over and be involved. I'm happy to help promote it. But right now, it's not time for me to compete. Let's let someone else go.
I've just realised I've left this comment on the screen up and I hadn't read it. Rich Living, thank you for the super chat. How do we get Loz to replace Terry? Terry has the personality of a paper bag. Sorry. Also, train Alexi on Monster. This comp needs Martins too. Oh, Terry. No, it's his accent. It's his accent. It's Dartford. No, Terry is actually very funny.
He has got a very good sense of humor.
It's Terry's quite shy, and this is all still quite new to him.
I think he's
doing a good job.
I think Terry's got quite good at presenting stuff.
I think you and Terry would do a brilliant job together, personally, because you really delve into the lift itself and what the athlete's going through and positioning and all sorts of stuff. And I just think you and him, you sort of bounce off each other well anyway.
Yeah, no, I think we could do we could be a good duo.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get that chance down the line, but I think Terry's doing a good job, to be fair.
Yeah, it would be great to see Martins in this, but by the sounds of it, he thinks he's only got a handful of heavy shows left in him, and yeah, so who knows what he's going to do.
Martins is someone that is more selective, and if he's coming, I mean,
he's coming to win.
Yeah,
but to be fair, Alexei isn't selective, but he's always coming to win.
I said yesterday, like, he's just got this ability to turn up and give 100%.
Novikov is a
11 internationals now in a row. He's been on the podium.
It's crazy.
That is incredible.
I really hope he can keep that up for this show, because that would be something else. Because he didn't come last year, did he? So
no.
Be great.
He's in a good position with, I don't know that these are the best events for him today.
Yeah.
But you say that with
he
always surprises
We've
you.
said that many times before, and he's gone and won something. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Big Lols and Auntie Liz, love you both. Any tips for someone getting back into lifting after a hip replacement? I'm only 42 and not ready to stop yet.
Well, I'm glad you're not ready to stop. One of my friends who I was training with yesterday, she has had a hip replacement, and she is back squatting PBs. She's competing in figure, looks amazing. She's feeling better than ever, but she had to take her time. Do not try and rush and force yourself to be back where you were, before your replacement or before you were injured. Almost think of yourself as a complete beginner again and rebuild slowly. So you allow the muscles around the joint to kind of start getting stronger, and focus on technique. Look at making sure everything is as perfect as possible, because often our poor technique is a reason we end up getting injuries in the first place. But by no means think about quitting. Put as much research in as you can in terms of mobility, strengthening around the area, and just take your time. But you can definitely get back to a very, very decent level.
There you go.
Voice up count.
I won't. Thank you for the super chat. Would love to see Martins compete in this. Yeah, like, Martins is always a pleasure to watch. You never know what he's going to bring, do you? But it's always something good.
I think if Brian can keep growing this show, a lot of people watch this, and I'm really excited about it. But up until this year, it's been very close to just Brian Shaw fans.
Yeah, it's been very exclusive in the way it's been sort of...
I've seen strongman fans that aren't maybe... Some people will find this hard to believe, but not everyone is like a crazy Brian fan.
No.
And some people haven't given a damn about it because it was behind... It wasn't live. It was kind of behind.
It was in a club and all that sort of stuff.
Whereas this year, with it being live streamed, there's a lot more people showing interest in it. And I think the growth that Brian is putting into it every year, the prize money is improving. Every year, the competition is getting bigger. I think we'll see more guys starting to take it more seriously.
Yeah.
Some athletes are. So you've got the likes of Trey, who has really peaked for this. Obviously, Brian has been focused on this. I think, to be fair, Maxime has been focused on this. Some of the athletes... And to be fair, Mitch Hooper, out of all the competitions we've looked at prepping for, this really and Canada's Strongest Man are the two we focus on doing better at.
Yeah.
But every athlete will have different priorities. Tom Stoltman's priority was to win World's Strongest Man, and then he's had a bit of time off after that. Some athletes, Europe's Strongest Man will be more important to them, whereas others will use it as a training session.
Yeah.
But as the competition grows every year, which it has 3 years now, it's been going 3 years, it's got bigger and better. Suddenly, if the prize money next year goes up again, athletes like Martins will look at it and think, well, I could do with that.
Well,
and
the
definitely. Prestige of it grows, then you kind of put it as a bigger focus.
Yeah, this is only year 3. And it's bizarre to me that it's already year 3. I think the first one must have been very, very late. I think it was December 2020, because it certainly wasn't 3 full years ago, was it?
I don't know that it was December, but it was later in the year.
Sure, it was December. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We can argue about it again.
Yeah, we'll end up knocking him out. Right. No, Wesley isn't going to Glasgow. That is Tyler Cotton, who placed on the podium at the OSG Open last year. Adam Scott, thank you very much for the super chat. I said earlier that Brian has made a show where no one can hide their weaknesses. It's a heavy, grueling show. We have to be good all round.
I totally agree. Yeah. I think one of the great things about what Brian does is he makes a competition with, firstly, well thought out weights in terms of challenging the athletes, and a good variety of events.
Yeah.
There are 8 events. I actually think lots of competitions have good events, but I just think 4 or 5 events isn't enough to really find out every single factor. Whereas 8 to 10 events, there is no hiding.
Yeah.
You've got to be good at everything. And yeah, I love that fact that he has 8 events in this competition.
Yeah, for a one-day show, 8 events would be a bit much. But it does make me wonder if other promoters might in the future go down that route, make it a longer format competition.
I did competitions in Poland when Mariusz Pujanowski was putting on shows, and we did 12 events in a day.
Really?
That was agony.
I bet it was.
Terrible.
Bit of cramp closet.
But, you know, they were lighter and stuff, but honestly, it wasn't for me.
No, it wasn't. Glow13, thank you for the super chat. The judging on the second and third lifts for Big Z were a bit overly strict. Same for Janasha. It's hard to tell because we couldn't see the feet.
I don't think the log was so strict. I mean, it was strict, but I don't think there was anything too bad with it. You know, you watch Janasha's rep there, it wasn't perfect.
No, and it did seem that they were looking for pretty much a perfect lift, which is hard at altitude after everything they've gone through, and with these weights, it's rough. Sorry.
I'm just replying to Mitch.
Loz has to be a good coach. And what time does the next event start? They don't give times. It's just when they're ready. It's we get to watch Brian in slow-mo until then, which is lovely. Ivor's up into 5th. Yes, very happy.
Good to see Ivor's back in some good shape as well.
Look who's back. It's the sex spots. Oh, I thought they'd all gone. Oh, I have to block them. That's sad.
Right, we got almost 1,400 people on. Guys, go and like the video, please. It helps us massively.
Yes, please do. Nicola, thank you so much.
And obviously, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel.
Yes. I was sad that no UK girls were there. Brian, you need to address this, please.
It was Britain's Strongest Woman this week as well. So that's
which is a qualifier for the Arnold UK. Yeah. There were a couple of factors. I think for the UK girls, it's a long way to go and very expensive for them to go as well. So it's you know, is it financially viable for them? Because a
lot of them will be focused on OSG as well. You know, that's a big competition that's coming up. Obviously, it's a world title. This is, like I said, the Shore Classic is growing each year, and I think it's doing great things. But it's expensive at a lower level to do this sport. You think the travel, just getting the flights at the moment to the States is not cheap.
Yeah.
So it's a big, expense. It's only the pros that get paid for.
It's only their flights and their accommodation that's paid for. Q-Liz is there no the sex
that t-shirt is going to have to come out one day.
I'm so predictable. No Liz and Loz live stream about the sex bots. They've inundated Instagram, I've noticed. Whenever you put a post up, you get them. But some of them are mean, these bots. They're like,
is that because they're coming after you? They hear your comments.
No, they're like, what do you call that little thing? Like, what
have they seen?
I don't know, Lozzie. I haven't shown them anything. So, Matthew, thank you for the super chat. Hello, beautiful people. What do you think it will take for Luke Stoltman to podium World's Strongest Man after winning Europe's? Do you think he has a chance?
He's got a chance. You know, Luke needs to improve his deadlift. That's probably the biggest weakness that he has at the top level.
Yeah.
He's also getting older, you know.
He's 37 now. He's
I think because he's getting older, you need to be quite selective. I think, you know, I actually think Luke has a better chance of winning the Arnolds than winning Worlds.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
He was 3rd at the Arnolds this year, did really, really well.
Yeah, he did.
But,
and that was with the sort of bombing the squat almost.
Yeah, he could have been even better if the squat went well.
All streams back up.
Yeah, there's Bobby.
He's got Bobby. Let's find out what's going on with Bobby. Little volume, Lozzie.
I think might have pulled out. I don't know.
Oh, listen.
Bobby Chance going on. Bobby is a great guy.
Yes.
And what a beard. But yeah, I mean, Luke can get on the podium. He just needs to keep improving. He's been 7th 3 times in a row. So
yeah, that's weird.
If you're 7th, you can improve to 3rd. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's Fred.
Love it, Loz. Now, do you know what a Uper is? And please tell me when the next event starts.
The next event should be starting within the next few minutes.
I think we're a bit behind on comments. What's a Uper, Lozzie?
I don't know.
I don't know. No. What is all this? Put your dinner down there.
Yeah.
There you go. But no idea what a Uper is.
No. If you would like to educate us,
please
do. But
between events.
Unfortunately, it looks like Bobby is pulled out. He's limping away there.
Yeah.
It's such a shame because he had a great first day. He was very solid.
Yeah.
And I think the events today were really good for him.
Yeah.
Log didn't go to plan, but it should have been big points for him. leg press, I think, would have been a great event.
Oh yes,
well.
I was excited to see.
Maybe the loading and stones not so much, but those two I was expecting some big points. It's why we say you never know what's going to happen. He would have been one of my top picks on the log.
Yeah, definitely.
So they are setting up, or it looks almost set up and ready to go.
Gabriel, thank you for the super chat. Trey should be invited for the log champ next year. Yeah, we'd love to see that, definitely. I really want Giants Live to consider making these competitions in their own right going forward.
Well, just like a deadlift world championship.
Yeah, maybe do it as the same thing, the deadlift and log lift world championships, and then invite like the 10 best deadlifters, the 10 best log lifters, and just have a committed show with lots of weight jumps. And yeah, I think that would be great. I think it would sell tickets. I think it would be a big deal. And then, you know, we don't have the issues that we have in the, like, you could, if you took out one of those max events, maybe you could put in 2 in its place, you know?
Yeah.
And then we get closer to the sweet 8 events that Lottie likes. How's Mitch? Is he okay?
Yeah, Mitch is good.
Good.
Focusing on the next event.
There we go. Big Charles, absolutely killing it. Yeah. It's funny that his name's Charles.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever called him Charles. Full Pablo. What other names have you got to like try and keep it nice? Because Wide Pablo is hilarious because he is wide, isn't he?
He's a big dude.
He's like a double doors. Yeah. he's massive. Oh, Maxime. Here we go. Oh, not Maxime. Gabe. Sorry, I'm getting confused. It's the heat.
Today's deadlift was extremely good.
Here we go. Let's see how Gabe gets on with this.
So 800-pound frame into a 700-pound arm over arm. This is heavy.
There you go.
And they're going to be feeling it.
I'm going to come back to you in a second, William. Let's quickly see how he does. Oh, look, we've got some weights up. Oh, and kilos too.
Yeah, the frame is 363 kilos. The arm over arm is 318.
Oh, how's Gabe going to do here? That's good. It's good.
Looking solid.
Yeah.
Oh, just gone down.
Yeah. Is there a 2-second penalty for this one going
No
down?
idea. I don't know. No, I wouldn't have thought so. It doesn't really help. You can't really slide it by the looks of things.
No. You wouldn't have thought you could slide a 500-kilo log, but here we are.
Log?
Yoke. Log.
Yoke slides much easier than a
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ooh. He's got across the line. Now he moves on to the arm over arm. So this will give us a good indication of how hard it was. Last year, this event was brutal.
Yeah.
It really was.
I mean, the way he's walking over to that is a sign enough, I think.
No, I think looking at this, it is brutal once again.
It is hard. Does it stay there when they?
It looks like it does, which is good. So there's like a ratchet system which is holding it in place, so it's not coming down, which is nice because you don't have to keep that constant tension on the rope.
Yeah,
if they didn't have that ratchet
system,
system,
going backwards and forwards,
it becomes all about grip. And already he's wrapping his hand around the rope.
Yeah, this is hard.
Grip's already gone. I mean, you think 363 800-pound frame.
Yeah.
Before doing this,
it sucks. Yeah.
800-pound frame without straps is challenging.
Yeah. Hi all. Oh, thank you for the super chat, William. You should run the official chat on the next one. Is there an official chat? Yeah. Also, love you, Pamela. What are they talking about?
I don't know. Maybe there's a Pamela in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. I think it was a boob reference, Lozzie.
Do you think?
I don't know.
Maybe mine.
Maybe yours. Yeah. Lozzie shaves his chest now.
It's been hot here.
Yeah. Okay. Can we please not mention? Oh, okay. Yeah. People don't want to talk about the Stoltmans.
Yeah.
I think if we've got nothing nice to say, then don't say anything. Terry is great. Chill out.
Yeah, Terry's good.
Terry's good. Larry Wheels needs to start doing strongman again. He recently got injured and vowed off strongman. I don't know if things have changed. I feel like I'm out of touch with everything.
Larry's done with strongman at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Lars is better. Terry is great. Terry talks funny. LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most English people talk funny to an extent.
You can drive literally half an hour and the accent changes completely.
Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? Like we go just down the road to where Ryan England lives, and it sounds like he's hopped off a tractor, doesn't it? And like you expect him to have, you're a bit new. But
so we've got Janasha and Jerry Pritchett up next.
Yes. Oh, okay, yeah. So we're back to having an odd number of competitors. So that's why Gabe had to go on his own. Oh, that's good. I was getting worried. I was thinking, God, if it's one at a time, this is going to take a while. Who do you think will end up winning today? Victor says. I still think Trey.
I think now, I think Trey's going to win. Trey's just, he looks in great form. This is going to be the event that if he does drop some points.
Janasha could do well here. Come on, Janasha.
Janasha flying with the frame.
Yes.
You're right there, Lizzie.
No. Oh, Jerry's just gone over the line as well. He's wrapping it round straight away.
He's going to focus on big pulls.
He's a big man. There you go.
He's got the power to get this done.
Put your back into it. Yes.
Powerful back. I mean, he's got a strong grip, and it must be fatiguing.
Do you remember his overarm in Dubai last year? We all thought he died, but it was
very
just
light and fast.
Yeah, it
wasn't quite the same as this.
No. Come on, Paul. Yes, he is doing well.
He's clearly into the lead. And Jerry's coming back well here.
Yeah, Jerry is doing well. Jerry's got a strong back, though, hasn't he? Good grip as well.
And I think Janasha's done.
Nice. Very good. Bravo.
See how Jerry does. Another big pull for Jerry. Might need one more. But this is solid by Jerry.
Yeah, this is good for Jerry. I think that's going to beat a lot of other guys. Well, maybe not a lot of other. I don't know, actually. I don't know.
I think there's a lot of good guys to come.
Yeah. Track pull also wasn't a good event for Novikov.
This is true. And then he World's Strongest Man. We saw what he did.
It's funny because so often, like, you know, when he won World's Strongest Man, there were a lot of comments, it's about being the fastest man and stuff. But how many max events does he win? He won the Flintstone lift at World's Strongest Man this year.
Yeah, he's not strong though.
He won the max Hummer tire deadlift. He won the track pull. These are all, you know, big power events, aren't they? But yeah, only fast. Great CrossFitter.
So is that Sadrunas? No, that was they're
replaying. Yeah. Is that Sadrunas? What's happening now?
It was the blue shorts. I'm used to seeing Zadrunas's blue shorts.
Yeah. This is so much better than watching us scroll together in lockdown. I don't know, man. I've got I'm quite fond of the spreadsheets. No, this is way better.
How is Super Hooper feeling? He's feeling good. Like, beat up. This is a tough competition. Obviously, he competed last week as well. There's travel, but he's a fit man, and he's good to go.
Yeah. Devon's forearm made it. He said, "What's up, big loss?"
How are you doing, Devon's forearm?
That's so weird. Someone's got a channel name dedicated to someone's body part.
There's like a whole army of them.
Is there? Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh dear. Devon. Not the real Devon. Sorry, guys. Let's catch up with comments while we... Oh, no, let's not. Because Evan and Gabriel Rayon, isn't it? Rayon.
Gabriel Rayon. Yes.
Rayon.
Yeah, this could be a good one. I believe both of these are pretty strong in the grip department. I know Evan is extremely fast on frame carries.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, good one. I
felt bad for Evan on the log as well. I think he needs a good performance here.
If you feel bad for one more athlete in a competition,
I'm allowed to feel bad for them, okay? And
these are grown men that are competing.
Yeah, but
it's a competition.
No, they're children.
Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, but I
don't need to feel bad for them.
Yeah, but when you know how much people want it, and
it's funny because I never want people feeling bad for me when I was competing. It's literally, I mean, you feel bad for yourself. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I remember, Lozzie.
It's a competition. At the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed. It's all about giving your best performance, and if it doesn't go to plan, learn from it. Come back better next time.
Just gonna leave this up here a second. Do we have time? Or are they about to go?
I think he could well do. He's still only 26 years old. He's won World's Strongest Man. He's won Europe's Strongest Man. He's won countless other titles. He seems to keep improving. He is going to be, if he sticks with it, if he doesn't get any bad injuries, he has to be.
And I think this is quite a different era to any of the eras that the other guys were in. Like Brian and Zadrunas, it was mainly Brian and Zadrunas.
I think if Tom wants to be in that kind of level, he needs to start winning some other shows. But I think Tom at World's Strongest Man, the format suits him so well. And Tom peaked I think what Tom does well is peak for competitions.
Yeah.
I don't think he's as good as someone like Alexei on a regular basis.
No.
That's why I would put someone like Alexei as the world number one.
Yeah, because he's good at every type of
keep
competition.
Coming back.
Yeah. And he's so consistent.
Yeah.
And he can do it week in, week out. It's
Which
weird.
is just incredible, especially in this generation of athletes and the weights that they use. It's not light stuff anymore.
It's not normal, is it?
You know, when Marius was winning back-to-back shows weekly, it was like 120 kilo, 140 kilo farmers.
Yeah.
You know, here we've got 800-pound.
And there was a lot more moving events in that era, wasn't there? A lot more reps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back to the camera. I think we can answer a few more questions. They seem to have slowed down.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, Evan's just sat down, so I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Rick wants to talk about Rauno. Oh, how cool would it be to see Rauno on that Hummer-Thai deadlift setup? That would be. I think he could smash the world record. And no offense to Alexei at all, but his lockout power.
That deadlift is perfect for Rauno.
Yeah, it really is. What's his silver dollar deadlift world record? Is it more than the Hummer-Thai?
Oh, I don't know.
I can tell you now because we've got a video about it.
Rauno will probably tell us himself in a minute.
No, Rauno's having a nice day off.
Is he?
Yeah.
He'll be watching.
No, he's not. He's busy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Auntie Liz knows.
I know what he's up to. When did he lift it?
A couple of months back.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Here we go. 580 kilos is his silver dollar deadlift world record. Would love to see him.
And that wasn't even max.
No. Would be great to see Alexei versus Rauno.
Yeah.
We got Russ. Do you see World's Strongest Man adopt the Shaw Classic format? No, I don't, to be honest. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you very much, Russ.
World's Strongest Man have to package a TV show and they have X amount of slots. And because we've thought about it, like how can you do it without the heats and stuff like that? It's really hard. You would have to make it a smaller competition with less guys. And I don't think any of us really want to see that. I certainly don't, because it means a lot of people missing out on opportunities, a lot less representation around the world with different countries. It's hard because you could say, all right, have them all do one event. But how interesting would a show be just seeing 30 guys do one event?
I actually like that there are different shows.
Yeah.
I like a bit of variety. So we have World's Strongest Man, we have like the Arnold Classic, we have the Rogue Invitational, we have Shaw Classic, and they're a bit different. I'm not looking forward to the Giants Live in Liverpool where we're going to have two nations battling out. Yeah. Maybe we could make that a thing where we have different nations going against each other.
Yeah.
So I don't think they all need to be the same. I think a bit of variety.
Here we go.
Evan's blistering on the frame. He's absolutely smashed the frame.
Who's that? He's up against Gabriel Rayon.
Both of these looking good.
Very good.
Gabriel did well on this last year.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't a frame, it was a wheelbarrow, but this is looking good for Evan.
Oh, go on, Evan.
Solid pulls.
Yes.
He is. If he can keep this pace up, he will clearly go into first place.
Yeah, definitely.
And Gabriel Rayon not far behind, to be fair. Actually, Evan's finished.
Well done, Evan.
Rayham's still going. Oh, he's just slowed down a bit. He's
had to wrap go on.
His hand around the rope again. And Evan finally roaring and showing the crowd what he can do. He's had a tough time of it recently.
Yeah, it's been a hard couple of months since Worlds, really, for Evan. Wow, actually earlier than that with the issues of his shoulder.
He's a great athlete. And he always wants to perform for the crowd.
Yeah, he comes across as a bit of a dick, but honestly, he's so lovely. Like, it's only when you pull out a camera, he's good as gold off camera, isn't he?
Yeah. It is funny because I know he's another one that gets a lot of stick online, and I don't think we should make excuses for him. He's been underperforming the last few shows. He's not been as good as he was last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's still a young athlete in the sport, still fairly new to it, and with so much. I mean, look how quick he moves.
He's got so much potential, so many things he's good at. I just think he's his own worst enemy.
Just needs protecting and someone looking after him a bit more. And, someone that can put a lead on him and hold him back a little bit at
he
times.
He does need holding back a little. Art with the Goon, thank you so much for the super chat. Weird question, but do you guys believe there is a perfect size, height, weight for a strongman? Or is there some sort of maths for a future video?
I don't, because I think there is advantages to different events being different sizes. So you really, this is a question as fans we love to ask.
Yeah.
But as athletes, you don't care. Athletes are like, I've just got to get better.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they're athletes and they're so good, I think, because they don't look for excuses of what, you know, if someone came out with the scientific perfect size for strongman, half the field are going to give up.
Yeah, and when you think about it, people are built well for different events. Rauno is perfectly built for deadlifting. Other guys are perfectly built for overhead.
You can get guys the same height and the same weight, but they may have different leverages.
Yeah.
So there's so many, you know, there's so many variables in that kind of question.
If it was a sport where they're just doing the same thing all the time, then probably yes. But because there's so much variety in the different events that
even within the events, there's different kit. So you might have a lower pickup, you might have a higher pickup, you might have a longer piece of equipment. You know, there's so many variables with strongman.
Here we go. Who's this?
Kevin and Zadrunas.
Yeah, that's definitely Zadrunas.
The belly, power belly is given away there. And Kevin flying with this frame.
Zadrunas down. Oh, Kevin's good. Yes. Kevin is so good at
this should be a good event
like
for Kevin.
Yeah.
He's got a great grip. He's explosive. Look at this. He's not even wrapping the rope around. All the other athletes have had to wrap that rope around their hand. This is the first time he's wrapped it around now.
Lightest guy here as well. Does weight really help with an arm over arm like this? Like pushing your weight.
It's a very heavy arm over arm. So that strength.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a winning time. That's got to be
very, very good. He was unbelievably fast in the frame, and I think that has to be the quickest time. I'd love to know the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not getting that info.
Are we not? Because we've got the volume down, to be fair.
I'm still listening.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Back with you in a second. Oh, yeah, we've got some times here. So Evan was leading with 26.9 seconds, although there's a little wiggle next to it. So that might be Ella's timekeeping with a stopwatch. He's very good.
Zadrunas, you said he doesn't like arm over arm.
He hates arm over arm. He does. I remember him saying stupid event.
Yeah, even in his prime, he didn't like arm over arm.
Zadrunas and arm over arm is like you and duck walking.
Yeah.
You know how much that hurt. Bless him. Right. Vasilis, thank you for the super chat. Love your content, Liz and Lods. Keep doing what you are doing. Big fan.
Thank you very much.
And thank you everyone who's joining us this evening for this watch party.
Yeah.
I mentioned it earlier, but the live stream is available in the link below. You cannot buy it and then rewind to the start, unfortunately. You would be thrown in at exactly the point that we're at. But then within the next 24 hours, it will be uploaded as a full show, which you can access for 1 year. I feel like I'm a saleswoman.
Wow. You're not even getting paid.
No, I'm definitely not. Wow, we just got super chat, to be fair.
So thank you very much for the super chat. And guys, if you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel, that massively helps us.
Yes.
And if you wanted to become a member, you know, you can. But that helps.
No obligation. Yeah. Kieran, thank you so much for the super chat. If Tom was in his World's Strongest Man 2022 form, would he win this? Let's look objectively at the events, because the events really matter. I think he could do very well on a Hummer tire.
He doesn't win the Hummer tire, but he could do well. What else did we have yesterday? We had the dumbbell. He's not bad at dumbbell, but he doesn't win the dumbbell.
He hasn't done well on dumbbells recently. At the Arnold's, at worst.
To be fair, he hasn't.
No.
What else did we have?
Drop points there.
He's decent at yoke. I don't think he would have won, but he would have been.
He would have done well, yeah.
And what was the other event we had yesterday? We had
bag toss. He would have done very well
at bag toss. Very well at bag toss. I think this event, frame into an arm over arm, is very good for him.
Yeah.
Log lift, he's getting very good, to be fair. Leg press could be a weakness.
Yeah.
His leg strength, he's so tall.
We've got two about to go, but Stone's
We've got
obviously
Alexi, and Alexi no, Alexi's down.
No.
He can't even lift it.
Oh, no.
Something is clearly up with.
Oh, who's he up against? Who is that? Is that Ivers?
I think so.
Oh, Alexi.
No.
Oh.
I just heard Terry saying he's not sure what's going on with Alexi. I think the same. Either his bicep is causing issues, because normally he's fast with this kind of weight.
Is it too heavy for him to do without straps?
No, not normally. 800 pounds. He can do. I mean, it's heavy and it's hard, but I've seen him be a lot better at this type of event. There's clearly something up.
I thought he was going to even the gap between him and Trey on this event.
You know, there's so much to ask.
A shame. Who is that he's up against?
Ivers.
Oh, it's Ivers. Sorry.
Ivers, I'm not sure. I mean, Ivers' grip is just giving out.
Yeah.
These are the only two that struggled with this event.
Decent grip, though. What's going on? Who's oiled these handles, Lozzie? He's pissed off.
He is pissed off. He's not happy.
Oh, because they said he wasn't over the line. That's why. Come on, Ivers. Let's make up for it now.
This is not a good performance for either of these. I mean,
no.
Alexi's hardly broken the line, and Ivers is finished.
Oh no, that pull. Was. Oh man.
Both of them dropping big points on that event. That is bad news for Ivers, who'd pulled himself into 5th position before this event.
Yeah.
I think he's going to drop a lot of points there. And Alexi.
That could see him off the podium now.
Well, if Trey can just finish this event, then I don't think anyone's catching Trey now.
No, but that will be a big ask considering Trey's performance on this event last year.
Trey is already 4 or 5 points ahead. All he needs to do is finish this.
Yeah, but what I mean is finishing will be a big ask. Finishing this event.
He's going to finish it.
All right, we'll see.
Trey is coming in shape.
Caleb, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Loz and Liz. What you're doing for the sport strongman, everyone agrees. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We just like talking about it, don't we?
We're so lucky. There's so many comps going on at the moment. We've got the Strongman Champions League in Gloucester next week.
Yeah, we're going to that. That'll be fun. Yeah, there's still so much we're going to later this year as well. We've got 2 more Giants live shows, Road Invitational, OSG. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah.
Arnold's UK.
Oh, the Arnold's UK we're going to. Yes.
Yeah. We've got Mitch Hooper coming out now.
Ooh. The Moose. Is this going to be a good event for Mitch?
I think it can be.
Yeah.
There's no... I mean, Mitch is so new. He's not like some of the guys where we've got that record
data.
To kind of...
Yeah. There's nothing to analyze.
But I think Mitch can be good at it.
Yeah. Against Maxime. Oh, this will be a good measure for Mitch because I expect Maxime to do well here. Dare I say that Canadian grip strength?
You've said it.
But he was one of the few guys to finish the timber carry at the Arnolds this year.
Yeah, I expect the frame to not be an issue.
Yeah, I think he'd be okay on this.
I think both of these could be pretty good on this. I think we could see some good performances.
Come on, Mitch.
And Mitch is ahead right now on the frame.
Yes,
very, very fast. Good, solid run with the frame. Both of them over the line. Now moving on to the arm over arm. Mitch needs big, long pulls, and he looks good.
Yeah, this looks great. Come on, Mitch.
Come on, Mitch.
Come on, Mitch.
And Maxime going really well as well.
Yeah.
Both of these going...
Oh, Maxime's ahead.
He's ahead now. Maxime has really made up some time there on that arm over arm.
Come on, Mitch.
Mitch needs to work hard and finish this.
Oh.
I would start wrapping it around his arms. I think the grip is starting to go. One more big pull.
Oh, no, he needs one more.
Come on, Mitch. Pull.
Pull.
He's trying to
get
it up. Maybe a couple of little mistakes where the other guys were wrapping around when he tried to keep holding on and his hands were just slipping through the rope a little bit. But Maxime, as you predicted, wasn't as quick on the frame, but when it got to the arm over arm, he was rapid. Every single pull was long and powerful.
I knew. Yaniv, thank you so much for the super chat. Thinking how impressive Novikov's streak is. Maybe a video showing stats like international.
Do you know what? There is 3 guys with the best streaks I've ever seen. One is Zadrunas.
Yeah.
One is Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Yeah.
And one is... No, there's 4. Brian Shaw and Thor Bjornsson.
Yeah.
Those 4 guys have the best streaks I've ever seen. So maybe we can look into
if
you guys would be interested in something like that, we can have a look. Best streaks in strongman.
Best streaks in strongman. It's quite a specialist video, but we get it. Yeah.
Auntie Liz will be running across the screen.
That would be the worst streak. Bouncing around. Oh my goodness. I can't cope. Right, let's try and
one more pair to go.
Catch up a little bit.
Is it?
Who is the next? Trey and Brian. Oh, that will be a juicy one. Looking forward to that.
Brian can do well on this.
Yes.
Brian's arm over arm is very strong.
Yes.
Now Trey just needs to focus on big points. This is the make or break event. But he's so far ahead now because only Novikov was close to him.
Yeah, there's a big gap between
the first 2
and then yeah.
I think even if he's like 7th or 8th or even 9th, he's still going to be in the lead going into the next event.
Yeah. Patrick, thank you for the super chat. Love how Liz has accepted the Auntie Liz name now. Novikov is so intelligent. The narrow stance on the deadlift worked well, getting more flex. Love you. Yeah, it was perfect for him. He knows exactly.
Novikov is a very good technical lifter. Actually, it was something I was quite impressed with Pavlo Nekonechny as well. Also a very good technical lifter when we watched him last week.
Yeah. Alexi's so smart.
You think about Adam Bishop as well. Very narrow stance on the deadlift. Yeah, you have to kind of understand certain stances suit different athletes.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're not going to get Brian stood like that, are you?
Not at all. But yeah, Novikov is very well trained.
Yeah, and I've fully given in to the whole auntie lifestyle now.
You are Auntie Liz.
But I am an auntie.
You are.
In real life, but also kind of at competitions as well. Taking people places.
What's that?
Doing stuff. Which one am I looking at? Oh,
there we go.
Yupper is someone who lives in the northern Peninsula.
Peninsula.
Oh, I don't know what that word is.
What did you say?
I know. I'm not saying it again. Fuck off. I'm not saying it again. But hold on.
Yes.
This is a Yupper. They said Yupper. So that's not right.
I think it's just a...
Oh, there we go. Someone, yeah, no, it is. There we go. Oh, they're going, Lozzie. They're going. Oh, Trey's down. Trey's
down. Brian is already finished on the frame. He's straight onto. Well, he's walking slowly to the.
He's straight on. Yeah.
This is where Brian frustrates me. Like, Brian, just move.
He might need a minute, Lozzie.
He's the good, powerful pulls though. Once he's onto it.
Where's Trey?
Trey is struggling.
Turn my camera around.
No, he's in the back there. He's still not across the line on the frame. I told you
him finishing this would be a big ass, Lozzie. You never listen. Look, Brian's done.
Brian's finished, and Trey still hasn't gone across the line with the frame.
That's really going to close the gap up the top now. With
this is Trey good for Brian.
Yeah.
Trey.
Oh, no, he's... Oh, come on, Trey.
I still think he's going to be in the lead, but things are going to get more exciting.
Oh, is he over?
He is finally over. Oh. Now he's moving on to the arm over arm. It's going straight away.
He needs to get some height on this. I think he's going to be like third from last.
So the pull is powerful. He's got lots of leg power.
Come on, Trey.
Completely gone.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Wrap it round your arms.
He's fatigued.
Put it in your mouth.
You are such an armchair lifter.
I know. I love it. It's a shame. That would be interesting.
So there is a weakness and a chink.
You're not allowed to say that.
Oh, God. I'm not, am I?
He said that, a chink in the armor, and ESPN came down on Lozzie.
I was literally talking about a crack.
Said that. Yeah.
I can't say anything these days, and I'm not meaning anything offensive.
No, I know. Oh, is he okay?
I think he's fine. He's just
having a hug.
Yeah, just feeling it.
Oh,
they are feeling this competition.
Oh, sorry, I feel like we got to this a bit late for Kanos. Can you explain what's the vertical lift involved in the medley? You are seeing it here.
Yeah, so
it's done now.
Well, for those that aren't watching along, it's an arm over arm pull. So they are pulling on a rope that's attached to a pulley and some weights, which is being lifted up into the air.
Yeah,
and they've got to pull up. I don't know the distance they're pulling it, but there's a red light that goes off once they pull it to the top. Brian was really powerful with those pulls.
Yeah.
So I think Maxime won that one.
Did he?
Well, they're interviewing him, and they usually interview the winner.
Hold on.
So Maxime putting in a good, solid performance on day 2.
Oh, we don't have points for it yet because we don't know. 23.5. Yeah, Maxime did win. Yeah, very nice.
Do we know where Mitch came?
Mitch, hold on, did it in 39. So I think Mitch was about 5th. Roughly.
Who won the first event? The first event of day 2 was won by Trey. Trey Mitchell.
The log lift. We were a bit confused, but not for long.
Trey is built like Z. He's got a very similar physique.
Yeah, I guess he's like still a slightly smaller version of him. Is he smaller?
Smaller than the biggest version of Z, yeah.
Yeah. God, the biggest version of Z. I can tell you some stories, man. 2012. Was it 20? No, it was 2013. Yeah. Do you remember when he turned round and he blocked the sun? He was massive, wasn't he? Like,
thank you, Kyle, for the super sticker.
Which unfortunately doesn't show on here, but we will look at this again later. Trey doesn't have great grip. I wonder how we do. Yeah.
Very difficult event. Branch up to, I think Matesh would have been very good at that event.
So good at armor.
That's someone we need to see back to his best.
Yes.
From what we understand, he is training again,
for the
and he wants to compete at the Arnold's next year. That's when we will see him again. He's not rushing anything.
Yeah. Oh man. Right. Try and catch up a bit in this break now.
Mm-hmm.
The straps allowed in the frame, as you've seen. No, they were not.
No straps.
Most competitions don't let you use straps on the frame, do they, Lazo? Do they?
To be honest, I don't think any should. But yeah, some do.
You always hated it when straps are allowed because you didn't need them, so it just benefited the guys that weren't as good. Monica Bager, thank you for the super chat. Is Liz coming over to the Rogue Invitational this year? Not that we don't want to see just Lars, but want to see Liz too. I will be there with bells on because I really want to go to the Stark Centre, Jan Todd Stark Centre. So yes, definitely going to come for that. Let's go Janasha. Oh, look how far behind we are. Everyone on the Georgian Bull. Constantine on the frame. I wonder what that's done to Constantine's position. Much better after the log left.
Yeah.
Cobra Commander, thank you so much for the super chat. Do you think Alexei Novikov is doing too many competitions in a year? He's very young and I would hate to see him peak too early. Anyway, you two are awesome. Keep up the great content. Thank you, Cobra.
Thank you, Cobra. Potentially, potentially, maybe it is a bit too much. I was someone that did too many competitions early on in my career, and then I had to start being a bit more selective as I got older. We may find that with you do see that with a lot of the guys. Like Brian Shaw used to do a lot more comps, whereas now he does 2.
Yeah.
There's Adrianus used to do loads. He still competes quite regularly, but way less than he used to.
And smaller, lighter.
Martins is very selective. We've seen Tom is a lot more selective. I think because the sport's getting harder, there will come a point where he needs to think, right.
Yeah.
I think at 26, he can still recover.
Yeah.
I think by the time he gets to 30, he'll start looking at, okay, I just need to focus on the bigger shows now. But he loves competing. You know, you see him every week at these shows and he's just happy. He's trying hard. You know, it's not like he's just there making up numbers. He wants to win every show he does.
Yeah. Makes me laugh. People call Alexei Socks. Socks. Garrett, thank you for the super chat. Do you ever plan on getting more less known strongmen out there for Talking Strongman? Lot of the same faces at the shows and some aren't taking them seriously.
I always try and promote as many guys as I can and women as well. It's not always easy. It's
balancing the time, isn't it?
But we're always trying to help develop the sport and help people see new athletes. I'm not just going to randomly put up, anyone, because unfortunately, if you put just lesser known people up, there's not that much interest in the videos. No. So you kind of have to get that balance right. But Liz has been doing a lot with the women recently.
Yeah, and I'm going to start that again.
We make absolutely no money from those type of videos. And Liz is doing this as a full-time job now. So we appreciate the members and the super chats and stuff when we do these lives, because there are many videos we do that just, you put a lot of effort and time into, but unfortunately,
no one watches them.
The sport is still small. And so obviously events like the Shore Classic and World's Strongest Man, that's where we try and make a bit more money if we can, but we're still a growing YouTube channel. But we enjoy trying to promote the sport at all levels. It's just sometimes, I wanted to go to Britain's Strongest Woman this weekend, but I haven't had a weekend off in so long that I just needed it. We've got family that
and we didn't really have any childcare this weekend. We'd have had to take the kids with us, and it's a lot, isn't it? Especially in this weather as well.
But we do try and do as much as we can for all the different classes, and we'll go to OSG and promote all the weight classes as much as possible. Definitely. All the up and coming athletes that go there. We'll try and get as much behind the scenes stuff and short interviews, and if athletes break through, then we'll be there talking to them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, and look, like Evan, the first time you had him on Talking Strongman was 2020, and he was pretty unknown. Relatively.
I did a post when I used to have like a blog on my website. I did a post on 3 up and coming strongmen to look out for, and it was Aaron Page, Trey Mitchell, and Evan Singleton.
And,
you've seen what they've gone on to do.
Obviously we lost poor Aaron. Yeah. Just trying to catch up a little bit, guys. Alejandro, thank you for the super chat. Love you, Uncle Loz and Auntie Liz from Chicago.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. What a name.
Yes, my sister lives near Chicago.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does. We should visit at some point. Look, I'm at the point now in the comments where Alexei was up. Did Mitch Hooper think he was being booed, whereas actually...
No, he didn't.
It's funny, though. So many of the guys have names that sound like a boo. So Hooper or Moose. And earlier, people were saying Luke, and that sounded like boo. Even when they say Martins. You've heard that before. That sounds like... It better goes Martins. And all you can hear is this sort of low, bassy rumble. It sounds like booing.
It does.
It really threw me the first time I heard it. I was like, what's going on?
So do we know what happened to Novikov there? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Novikov and Ivers both really probably underperforming what you'd expect from them on that event.
On that event, definitely. Ivers is in the UK next week. He's doing the Strongman Champions League in Gloucester. So we will catch up with him then.
Yep.
Hooper will win this. No, he didn't.
There we go. Maxime was great on that one.
Yeah, he was. Jason, thank you so much for the super chat. Do you prefer the amount of competitors and amount of events here? I've seen some World's Strongest Man with 5 or 6 events and only like 5 or 6 competitors left at the end where there's no way to make a point.
I've said a number of times now, I want to see 20 guys at Worlds and everyone do 10 events.
20 in the final or 20 in the whole
just say
competition?
20, 30, 40, I don't care. But everyone doing every event. You could,
which we got this year, everyone doing the same events, but obviously split up into heats.
But I'd like it like all battle through against each other, so there is no like where to hide. You know, if you have everyone in the same group, obviously it may not be so entertaining for TV purposes.
Yeah.
But say you're really good in an event, you can you can score points against people. But if you want to win the title, there's nowhere to hide because you can't suddenly. A bit like they do the CrossFit Games. Yeah. So everyone kind of competes against everyone.
Maybe like 5 groups of 7.
No groups, just everyone in.
3 go through for each, and then a 15-man final.
I understand the groups, why they do them.
Yeah, for the TV stuff,
and it does give new people a chance.
Yeah.
But you know, I like the kind of CrossFit format of everyone doing it.
Yeah. No, apparently, Hooper was called Ferris. To be fair, I couldn't tell who was who from here, so I won't criticize. A few mistakes.
These things.
I think Trey's name was up on the screen, wasn't it?
Yeah, Trey was up on the screen when Mitch Hooper was being interviewed yesterday.
Yeah,
but these things happen.
I missed that. Love how excited Sam was for Max's win. Didn't see that.
They're great.
Yeah, they're
both support each other.
Yeah,
both great athletes.
Yeah. Nicholas Hill, thank you for the super chat. Watching you guys for live commentary versus the ADL stream. Uncle Loz and Terry for commentary next year.
Be a good commentary team.
Yeah, you two are always great when you have chats on podcasts and stuff like this.
It's something we have thought about. It's just a thought right now. Putting on a show.
Oh, you and Terry?
No, you and me.
Oh, me and you. I was going to say, when have you spoken to Terry?
No, the question there.
Oh, sorry. Ever consider putting on a show of your own? Thank you for the super chat. We have a system, Lozzie. This is why we have the system. Didn't read. I thank the person, and then we read the question. You can see how you throw me. Yeah, it would have to be the right time, wouldn't it? Because it's just, it would be a big commitment. If we were going to do it, we want to do it really, really well. So
we want to. If we do it, it's going to be done properly.
Yeah, I want to see the standings now after that event. Let's see if we have that information.
We will try and find out the overall scores for you guys.
Okay, so we've got scores on the doors. So right now, Trey Mitchell is still in the lead with 73 points. Then we've got Brian Shaw in second place with 70.5 points. Mitch Hooper back on the podium with 60. Oh, hold on. But tied with Alexi on 68 points.
Didn't look like he was.
Alexi doesn't need his arms for the leg press, Lozzie, but Stone's probably going to suffer. Then Maxime Boudreau has come up to 5th place after that performance.
There you go. You said he'd be in the top.
I put him in my top 5. This is my top 5. Oh my goodness. This is my exact top 5.
Calm down, Lizzie. Calm down.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Right, just stop the competition.
No. Excuse my wife.
Sorry.
She's clearly very excited to have Strongman back on and live Strongman.
Yeah.
Fred, thank you very much. Ayupa is someone from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. How do you say that?
I'm not saying it. Thank you.
Number 1 food
is the Cornish pasty.
We're very famous for Cornish pasties in Cornwall.
Yeah. Shout out to Gav's ancestors for bringing that to us. Welsh, Finns, Poles, and Irish this area. Oh, very interesting.
See, we learn new stuff every day talking to these guys.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you very much, Fred. Appreciate it.
How to pronounce certain words and
I just teach you
that. Oh,
yeah.
Where are you going? Right. Kevin, thank you so much for the super chat. How do you feel about Brian very overtly making his comp political by including so much messaging sponsors related to Blue Lives Matter? Oh, I haven't even noticed that. I've seen obviously the military stuff and the what do they call it? You know, God, what's happened to me?
Honestly, I am so sort of in my own little world. All I see is strongman.
National anthem. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the national anthem.
He's a very patriotic man.
Yeah.
I mean, I support Arnold. I support Brian. I support
We support anyone.
I support strongman.
Yeah.
I don't get involved in people's politics, and I think it's a shame that politics can get involved in sport and stuff. But if athletes are getting opportunities to grow the sport, that's all I really care about.
For the most part of it, I don't want to know someone's political view because I don't want to change my mind about them based on that. But sometimes it's hard to if you know someone's very different to you. So, yeah, I'd rather just that stuff.
For me, it's all about strongman. And, if there's good opportunities for the athletes, if the sport's growing for something, then I'll support it.
Yeah.
If I don't think it is, if I think people are doing the wrong thing, then I won't support it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I have my own political views, by the way. I just try not to bring it into sport.
Yeah. We don't want to, because it's nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just
talking to Mitch. There you go. How's Andrea getting on, Lozo?
She's okay. She pulled out of Britain's Strongest Woman today because she's been about 60%. She picked up a stupid injury doing a stupid thing a few months ago. And unfortunately, it's just not cleared up. And it would have been a big risk for her to compete today. She has World's Strongest Woman, and she could do very well at World's Strongest Woman if she has the chance to prep for it properly.
Yeah.
Today would have been a big risk. If she got injured today, that would have been gone. And Andrea is kind of coming towards the end of her career.
Yeah.
So again, we talk about being selective. We just had to make the right judgment call, allow her body to be fully healed so we can then get 12 weeks of solid training for Worlds. That is the goal. But she's okay. Just we need to not take any unnecessary risks right now.
Roy's saying, I think the Talking Strongman series would benefit from Liz being in the video. The chemistry you two have together really is special. I very briefly made a cameo in Mitch Hooper's Talking Strongman that we did the day between the events and final at World's Strongest Man. And I somehow, in that very short space of time, brought up his balls. Do you remember? So, Lost hasn't invited
I think Liz being involved is good for comedy value.
Things. Comedy value.
Well, look how excited you're getting for.
I know. No, I think it would be too many people personally.
Sometimes it's good just having like an intimate chat.
Yeah.
But there's certain situations where it's quite nice when we have that banter, and I think that works well in like the training videos or the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And you see, you don't see because I'm behind the camera, but you hear me interact with a lot of the athletes on the behind the scenes. So you still do get that element sometimes. But yeah, I think it would be three's a crowd personally if I was there too. I'd be like, I got some questions.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, thank you.
Mark, thank you for your super chat.
That wasn't a super chat, by the way.
No, it
was
thank
lovely.
You for the question anyway.
It was lovely meeting you guys at Clash on the Coast earlier this year. Thanks for the coverage on all these events. Thank you.
Thank
Mark.
you very much, Mark.
Yes.
Clash on the Coast was great. We enjoyed it.
It was very hot.
It's hot here. 37 degrees in the UK yesterday.
Yeah.
And so I saw someone saying, why are you sweating, Loz? We don't have air conditioning and stuff like that in houses. No. It's not normally that hot. We've normally got rain and it's just,
damp and weather. Lovely. Yeah. What is it right now?
Hot. It's 26 currently.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's 20 past 10 at night.
Yeah. So that's a bit cooler than it has been.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not sweating now so much. I did come straight from arm wrestling though.
Yeah.
My arm stopped hurting now. It was hurting earlier.
Gauging audience volume from a stream. People talking about the audio on the stream. Or we've just switched ours off because otherwise we're going to have issues with the mic. Ryan, thank you so much for the super chat. Can you say thanks to my girlfriend Imogen for being patient and letting me watch the show? Thank you, Imogen. We appreciate it. Takes over your whole weekend.
Thank you, Imogen. Yeah, it's strongman. I think there's a lot of wives and girlfriends that get dragged along to some of these events.
Yeah, but it's fun. Apparently, who was it? I think it must have been Colin on Anthony Furman and Nick Canby's podcast. I listened to it, and I swear he said because they have like the stats of people that buy the tickets, women in their 40s. There you go, women in their 40s, but maybe they're buying it for them.
I think a lot of
they're buying it like.
I think a lot of them will be buying them as presents for.
Or they're a couple and they're going together, and
because if we do something, Liz gets it. If we were buying tickets for something, it'd be you.
I would be the one to go online and do it. Yeah, because I couldn't trust that you get good enough seats. I'd be like, oh, you tight ass, get me at the front. Slow-mo lap pull down is clearly the key to brand success.
Yeah, Brian's obviously pushing his brands and stuff like that in this competition. He's naturally going to. He wants to make money as well as put on a good show.
Yeah. Ron Chop, let's crowdfund Loz and Liz's world best backlift competition. What a show it would be. Oh dear. Yeah, they were yelling Luke, apparently. Here at the Shore Classic, love you guys. Thank you for checking in.
I hope you are having an amazing time there.
It sounds and looks like everyone's having a great time.
From what I've seen, people are really enjoying it.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it goes on for a long time. If there's actually quite a decent break in between, you can walk around, stretch your legs, get some food. I think it's when an event goes on for a really long time, it can be tiresome, can't it? So,
I think the only event that took a long time was the deadlift. Everything else has been pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, Ashley, I cannot see your comment, but I will keep an eye out for it. Yeah, comment again and we'll see if you can see it. Where are you seeing the score sheet? Strongmanarchives.com. If you go on the front page, you can see like current competition. Would you see it from the front page? But yeah, it's got basically every single competition, like international competition, some national as well. And the guys who run that, they keep it updated during competitions. Very big strongman fan. Shout out to Eloa. And they have a little donate button at the bottom if anyone is feeling generous, because they do it for free and they do a really good job, don't they, of archiving strongman results.
They do a fantastic job.
There we go. Like the video, you bums. Could have said it better myself.
Yeah, guys, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, helps us so much. So thank you to everyone that has already. And for those of you that haven't, go do it.
Monica likes me excited.
She's fun when she's excited. You'll be excited if you come to the Rogue Invitational.
Yeah, no, I'll be cool. I'm in my own home. I'm too comfortable sometimes. There he is. Ashley, thank you, Ashley. Shore Classic is excellent, but sound quality needs attention on their live stream. Yeah, we were having issues with it, like clipping, and then suddenly, boom, it was really loud. I was like, turn it down. I feel sorry for anyone listening on headphones. But yeah, it's their first time doing a live stream. There's gonna be things that they need to work out, isn't there? But honestly, I'm really glad
I've never been to a competition where everything's been perfect. Like any promoter ever. So there's always things that we want to get better, and Brian will want to do things better. But it's been a good show so far.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've enjoyed it, haven't we? Anthony, thank you for the super chat. What are your thoughts on the best number of events to judge who is the top strongman?
I'd say 8 to 10. 8 to 10 events is perfect. You can really challenge every sort of area of strength without it being too many events. I think sometimes you can actually have too many events. It starts to become quite similar. I've seen some comps where there's a shield carry and a cone and circle, when essentially it's a very similar event. So it's just getting that balance right of making sure you've got different challenges.
Yeah. Adam, thank you very much for the super chat. Having the leg press before the stones is a strategic move, I believe. Some of the guys are going to have shaky legs going into the stones.
This is going to be an interesting event.
I think everyone's stone performances are going to be down after this leg press. For guys that do well on the leg press, especially. And I don't know what numbers we're going to see.
Leg press, if you push really hard,
you can't walk
bang out reps. It's a brutal. And some of my toughest leg sessions have been like, I did a training session where I did 10 sets to 20 reps on a leg press.
I bet you were throwing up afterwards.
Yeah, we were all dying. But strongman, you need to be able to push through those pain barriers. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with it. It's a completely unknown.
New. Yeah, I don't watch the guys leg press. I don't watch those sort of training videos personally.
Normally a leg press is an assistance exercise. I mean, a lot of people love to tell you what they can leg press, but every leg press is different, so it's irrelevant. But today they're all doing the same machine.
Yeah,
we'll see whose legs are strongest in this type of movement.
Yeah. Evening, Liz. Thanks for the great commentary. Thank you for joining us, Derek, and for everyone else who's sticking with us. We hope we're filling the little
of new members
gap.
As well. Thank you to those who have become members of the channel. Yes. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Let's try and get a few more likes on this video as well, guys, if you haven't liked it already.
Can you see the likes?
I can on my phone.
Oh, is that what you're looking at?
I'll tell you guys a secret. My mum is telling me to tell people to like the video. My mum loves YouTube.
Thanks, Ma.
she's seen the number of likes.
Oh, there you go.
Tell them bums go and like.
Oh, was that her? Oh dear. Oh dear, that super chat evoked a bit of a political talk, which is why we don't want it. Let's keep it strong, man.
Yes,
keep it strong, man.
That is honestly everyone's entitled to their own.
Yeah, we all have thoughts and views, but it very much depends on
I try
our backgrounds.
I try not to let it sort of change my relationship with people based on their political views. I try and base things on how people treat me.
Yeah, and how they treat other people more than anything.
Most people's political views are, politics affect people in different ways depending on your own situation. But in terms of strongman, we lift stuff up and we put it back down. Let's not go down that road. We all love strongman. That's why we're here. Let's focus on that, please, guys.
Yeah. And the beauty in our diversities as well. Bron Chopped, thank you for the super chat. Loz, what's the plan for Hooper versus Wide Pablo 2023 World's Strongest Man battle? It's going to be a bloodbath, but I'm almost sure there is a new winner in 2023.
Do you know what? There's so many great athletes right now. Obviously, I believe that Mitch can win World's Strongest Man. He's got two more competitions after this one. And then we are focused on making some progress. Off-season work. He's got areas he needs to improve on. Very much needs to improve in terms of just picking up understanding of events. Like, he doesn't need to get stronger necessarily in certain things. Like stones, for instance, he's lifted a 230 kilo stone. We need to get him better at transitioning between how effective he is at going from each stone. That transition is where he can save time.
Yeah.
Truck pulling, things like that, where it's not an event that happens that much. That's an area we can improve loads, and it's just technical work. It's not necessarily him getting stronger. Deadlift, we need to get his lockout stronger. He needs to add probably 10 to 15 pounds of muscle as well, whilst maintaining his athleticism. But he's already so damn good.
Yeah.
It's an exciting prospect.
And let's not forget, Pablo's going to have the same challenges next year that Mitch had this year. It's a totally new format, learning how to pace yourself
and
not
very
burn
different
out.
competition.
Cheyenne, thank you so much for the super chat. Any chance you can get payment on for an interview?
I'd love to get payment on. It's something we may be able to do. We're hoping that payment is going to come over to the UK once his visa is sorted. I know Giants Live has said they're going to invite him. So in person, I think we could possibly get something like that done.
Yeah, that would be better, I think.
In Iran, they don't have YouTube, but it would be good to try and get something with him.
There you go. Do they have VPNs? Oh, no, we won't go to.
You can. And they have Instagram and stuff like that, obviously. But
Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Thanks again for helping push the sport. Are there standards for the events? For example, distance between log holes, grippiness of stones, size of handles?
There's no official standard sizes. There's most logs now are about 12 to 13 inches in diameter, but there's no sort of set rules that everything needs to be a certain size. So that's why I often tell people, train on different kit. If you get used to your own log, you go to a competition and it's a different log, sometimes it throws you off. So it is important in strongman to be quite versatile and be able to use different kit.
Then we've got Connor. Thank you for the super chat. Did you see the ref who helped pick Brian off the floor after the arm over arm? The poor guy nearly lost his arm and ended up on the floor too. Yeah, it takes a brave man to try and lift Brian.
Brian is a heavy man.
Yeah. God, maybe that guy should be competing. What's this? The Uncle Loz Amateur Classic. And then we've got Ashley. Thank you for the super chat. Can you become a strongman at the age of 40?
You can do strongman is for anyone. If you want to do it, just like football's for anyone or tennis is for anyone. You can all do sport if all you want to do is just come along and enjoy it. If you want to be a pro, it's a little bit different. I'm still a strongman. I could compete in a show tomorrow, like an open local show, and still do pretty well. I retired from high level strongman because I'm not willing to put my body through the line. I've got too many injuries. I don't believe I can be a threat to win top level comps. So now I'm focusing more on fitness and stuff like that. But if you just want to do strongman for fun, you can do it at any age.
Yeah.
And you can do it healthily as well. Can you compete against the absolute best guys in the world? That's a different story. But it's the same for any sport. If you're going to be at the absolute elite level, there are side effects and risks, and the athletes don't care. You can take any sport and it's the same.
Yeah.
Tennis, football, darts, whatever. You kind of sacrifice things to be the absolute best. But if you just want to do it for fun, then it can be done at any age. It can be done, for any level. There's so many different types of competition. There's novice competitions. I train guys that compete and enjoy competing, and they are never going to be as strong as me, ever, no matter what they do, but they still love competing.
Yeah.
So if you want to do it and you want to enjoy it, there's competitions and challenges out there for you to do. Being a pro athlete is a completely different story. And, it's just like being a pro in any sport. It's extremely hard, takes years and years of dedication, and consumes your life. It's tough.
There we go. Monica, she assumed everyone was her age. I can tell you the biggest demographic for our channel is 25 to 34-year-old men. About 7 to 8% of our viewership now is women, which is up massively, I should point out, but based on a couple of years ago. Then it was about 2%. So
we have some like Nicola, we've got
Monica.
And
they're so committed fans as well. They're here all the time, and we love them.
We love all our fans.
Yes, of course. Roy, is that
more
Roy
just friends, really, aren't they?
Yeah. Ray, thank you very much for becoming a member. Mark, I cannot see your comment, but I will look out for it. Yeah, Mark Graf. There we go. What do you think of the reps in this comp? You have mentioned it earlier, but quick summarize your thoughts, Lozzie, the referees.
I think the refereeing's been good, other than the deadlift where some were made to hold maybe a bit too long. I would rather see strict refereeing than soft refereeing.
Yeah.
That's my personal view. And as long as it's the same for everyone.
Yeah. No one's been gifted a thing in this.
No, to be fair, last year I thought some reps were gifted.
Yeah, on the
this
log
year,
there was a little bit.
It's been so much better. Everyone has had to finish their lifts, and you can't complain about the reps that have been given.
Yeah. Mike, the Uncle Loz Amateur Expo. Thank you for the super chat. I feel like I've missed the context of this completely.
Comp. Would we run a comp?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you are.
Thanks, Coach Bob.
Subscribe, people. Yeah, thanks, Coach Bob.
Thank you, Coach Bob.
Is that also your mum?
No.
Oh, dear. Right, let's see. Doing amazing, loveliness. Thank you, Anthony. Very nice. It's just nice to have you guys with us and
I think
enjoying the show. People coming together.
I'm guessing we're 9.5 minutes away from the leg press.
Oh, well, that's good.
There's a timer up on the screen now.
Oh, time to put the kettle on, I think.
Shall I put the kettle on?
No, God, don't leave me here. I panic, Lozzie. I'll get you on a question that you can talk for ages about, and I'll put the kettle on. That'll be all questions. Guinea Pig, thank you for the super chat. Enjoy the content. And yeah, I'm still melting here in Bolton. It's been tough for us.
It's been hot.
I know you're all calling us snowflakes and stuff, but yeah, snowflakes melt as well. It's been, we're not climatized. People say,
you're definitely not.
No, but people are like, oh, I have 40 degrees weather every day. You probably have air conditioning, somewhere in your life. We're just all melting. It's been awful. Oh dear. Did you find the comment?
I didn't, I'm afraid.
No. Here we go. Charlie, thank you for the super chat. Hi guys, so glad to see the live. Quick question. Back at the Arnolds, they switched the log after JF got injured. Is that why they changed it? Did they switch the log?
They didn't switch the log.
Ah.
They put things around JF while they were sorting him out.
Yeah.
But, no, they didn't.
But the same log came back. Was it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It wasn't a log malfunction. It was a body malfunction, unfortunately, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. Wild Pablo. Yeah, that works.
Wildly powerful.
Pablo the mutant. Yeah, there we go. It's that guy. He's a sight to behold in person, isn't he?
If you think about the guys that could potentially be winning major shows in the next few years, Pavlo's name has to go in there, and Mitch as the two newest guys. But then you've got Evan, you've got Trey, you've got Maxime. Once he's back and in shape, Kiliashkovsky. I think once he's back from injury, Luke Richardson is very dangerous. Who else? I mean, there's so many great talented athletes. And I think every year we're going to see new guys.
Yeah.
And that's why I like competitions inviting new guys. Next week, for those that maybe want to see some new athletes, tune in next week when we're at the Champions League in Gloucester. There's some athletes that you just wouldn't have heard of, but great to see who's up and coming. The amateurs, not amateurs, probably the wrong word, the Open that they did at the Shore Classic this year, some of those guys are beasts.
Yeah, they're really
the numbers that they're lifting, incredible performances. And these guys are going to be competing at World's Strongest Man or big shows in the not too distant future. That's why we like OSG as well.
Yeah,
because you
kind of upcoming talent.
There's some really, really good up and coming talent. I mean, I saw a 17-year-old kid the other day do a 160 kilo log. Now, I don't usually get all that excited about young athletes doing heavy stuff because it's so important that they can keep improving and progressing.
He's malfunctioning.
Glitched. But that was impressive.
That is impressive.
But it's still important that he doesn't get injured. He keeps developing. All these things.
There we go. Andrew, thank you for the super chat. Keep up the great work, guys. Love the atmosphere at the Shore Classic.
6 minutes.
Ooh. How many super chats will it take to get Liz and Loz over? No, we're so grateful for the super chats. We absolutely never expect them. On busier streams like this, it's harder for us to get to the non-super chat questions. If that annoys you, join us on a non-event one, and you'll find it's much more chill and there's less comments, so it's easier for us to get through them all. But we will hopefully go to the Shore Classic at some point.
Yeah, I mean, Brian wanted to talk to us about the show this year, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
If he wants us over there, then we'll come over, but that's entirely up to him. But we are coming over to the States for Rogue and OSG. So we're going to be in the States a few times this year.
Yeah, 2 more times this year. Face of the Stace, that's a good name.
Did you do those ones? Sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't. I'll come back to it. Sorry. Liz, have you ever tried any of the events? I did a first time a comp last week and realized being 5 foot is a big disadvantage. I've done a bag throw and I managed to throw a 26 kilo bag and I got it about yay high. No, I haven't. Loz, you've had me do farmer's walk for like conditioning and sled drags and stuff like that. Back when I used to train, deadlifts, squats.
Our youngest daughter and your son are starting to enjoy training a bit more.
Yeah, they both really enjoy going to the gym. 5 foot is pretty short, to be fair. I mean, I'm about 5'7", so even compared to me, pretty short.
You say, I mean, I know some very powerful athletes that are short as well.
Rhiannon's only about 5 foot. She's
a little bit taller, but
5'2", then barely though. Lastly, she is petite, and she just won Britain's Strongest Woman under 64 kilos today. So there you go. Anything is possible.
You didn't do that super chat.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry. Daft Biker, thank you for the super chat. Sacrificing my morning gains to stay up, and then a round no emoji. You can't see.
Thank you very much.
We're glad you're with us. It's going to end up being a really late one for us as well. 2 more events to go still.
This one's going to be
20
exciting.
to 11 at night. Yeah, but it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
We have to.
Oh, we're staying up. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as late as World's Strongest Man.
No, that's true.
Yeah. And we are so grateful for you guys joining us. So what is everyone up to now?
Right, when you're in charge of it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. I want to get you on one so I can go and put the kettle on, Lazo. Adam Scott, thank you for the super chat. As I sit here eating a large slice of cheesecake, I'm reminded of Eddie Hall eating an entire family cheesecake every night during his training days. Have you ever eaten an entire family cheesecake? I have.
Do you know what? I have.
I'm not sure I could do it every night.
My relationship with food is getting much better.
Yeah.
From a very young age, I had a terrible relationship with food. I can eat really well, and then I can eat really badly as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying to make sure I have a good relationship with food. Not necessarily say I'm not allowed to have anything, but stick to a plan, if you like, and eat foods that I enjoy, but not just control the portion size and stuff like that. It's important. I think a lot of people sometimes misconceive guys like Eddie and Brian and things like that. I think they've just got to eat and eat and eat.
Yeah.
If you just eat and eat and eat, you're just going to get fat.
Yeah.
You need to make sure it is quality sized. If you're going to put on some fat, but you don't just want, you can get to that point where you become too big. You still got to be able to move for strongman. You still got to be able to recover. You still need to be fairly fit. It's not just about eating.
I got 2 minutes to make coffee.
You go make
Will
coffee.
Pablo's torn bicep from a while back at a young age affect his full potential? You can talk about that for 2 minutes.
No, it shouldn't do. A lot of guys have had quite serious injuries at young age. I mean, Zadrunas tore both his quads, blew his patellas out, and came back. And we all know what he did. Injuries at younger ages, actually, there's more chance of you coming back from. If you look at JF Caron, what happened to him at the Arnolds this year with his quad, that's a lot more serious than, say, a 22-year-old having the same issue, because that younger body will recover quicker. As you get older, it's harder and harder to come back from those type of injuries. So for someone to have an injury at a young age, they can certainly come back. They just need to be smart and not rush anything. That's the mistake a lot of people make, is they just try and rush. We're 1.5 minutes away from the leg press. The car is set on the machine. Looks pretty cool, leg pressing a car. I've done leg presses with people on the machine in the gym. I've also had one where I can have put all the weights on, and then I put a barbell on top, and I put weights onto the barbell. I've done a fair few different leg presses, and some I can do, well over 1,000 kilos on. Others 400 or 500 kilos is really hard. The pivot point is very important. Every machine is slightly different. It's not like a squat where universally it's pretty much the same. What have we got here? Scott Exland, thank you so much for the super chat. Strict referees, also no suits or strap. Yes, totally agree. Really good calls. I'm not a fan of deadlift suits in strongman. Not a fan of suits in general. Even dressy up suits, because I find them uncomfortable. And the figure of 8 straps I'm not a fan of as well, because for 2 reasons. One, they allow the athletes to just kind of put the bar in their fingertips. So rather than it being in their hand, you kind of extend it down. That's suddenly, rather than being a 9-inch deadlift, it's suddenly a 12 or 13-inch deadlift. It's not the same as holding onto the bar. And also, if anything goes wrong with figure of 8 straps, you can't let go of the bar. So there is a high chance of serious injury if things go wrong. So those are the 2 reasons I don't personally like figure of 8 straps. So it looks like the announcer is calling out the first athlete. We'll keep an eye on things. There's a sex bot thing, but I'll leave that for Liz because I don't want to mess things up. Fred, thank you for letting everyone know. Hit the like button and subscribe to Loz. Or subscribe, or Loz will spank you. Or Liz will, whichever. Thank you, Fred. We won't spank you, don't worry. But we do appreciate all the support you guys give us. Terry and Todd Harris just talking, going through the scores at the moment. Dennis Chorus just won Germany's Strongest Man, second time in a row. Do you think there is a chance for him to get an invite to Europe's? It'd be good to see. I think he probably need to do well in some of the other shows that he's done. No offense to Dennis, he's a good strongman, but Germany's standard is fairly low at the moment. When he's gone to other shows like the Magnus Ver Classic last year, he didn't do so well. But I would like to see people like him getting an opportunity at least, and then we can see various people from all over. I think we should need to see Polish champions, Swedish champions, Norwegian champions.
That's a competition idea for one of the promoters. Get all of the nation's strongest, your Dennis Chorus's and your Sweden's Strongest Man, put them in a competition. Top 3 qualifies for World's Strongest Man or something like that.
Dennis is another one of those guys in that group of, he could go to the Shore Classic Opens, do well, he could do badly.
Yeah.
And same as Andy Black, and same as, Sean Hayes, and there's so many great athletes that they're not quite good enough to be consistently competing at that top level, but with good peaking and training and the right events, they can do well.
Andrea isn't very tall. That's a good point.
She's not tall for a heavyweight strongman, but she's not midget either.
No one was talking about midgets, Lindsay. Not sure you're supposed to say that anymore. Let's move on swiftly. People loving cheesecake, pounding the beef. Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Nicola's eating a family-sized cheesecake.
Who hasn't? Exactly. Go on, Nicola. We've all done it. We've had a bad night.
What's your worst kind of eating episode ever?
Probably when we were in South Africa.
Oh, you ate in South Africa. I was big at the time as well, and I
was little.
Yeah, and you out-ate me.
I out-ate everyone at the table. I'll say. I died. They bought. We were staying in this amazing.
Food was good though, wasn't it?
Quandway, it's called. It's like a nature reserve. It was stunning, and the food was incredible. They brought out the menu, but rather than choose something, they gave you a bit of everything. And it was so much food. It was like a massive food board each. And I was the only person who ate the whole lot. That way, it was a lot of food, to be fair.
Yeah.
I surprised myself that day. Oh, nearly time, Lozzie. What a crazy event. Cheyenne, thank you for the super chat. Any chance you'll discuss PED use in strongman?
I'm not going to discuss it right this second because I want to focus on this, but it is a subject that needs to be discussed, and I think I'm a good person to talk about it. So, yes, I will at some point do a video on this because I do think a lot of people need a bit of educating on it, as things are getting quite scary with certain people that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of people messing up their careers because of it. So it is something I want to talk about.
There you go. Finest Jelly Beans, thank you for joining us and for the super chat. Heard Max and Sam say Canada's Strongest Man will have a backlift. Are you going to make Mitch do it to live your backlift dreams through him?
I'll live my dreams through him. He is competing. We've been training for Canada's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just live through him.
Yeah.
I'd like to sort of say the reason he's good at yoke is because of me, but I would be totally lying. He was very good at the yoke before we started training together.
Yeah, to be fair.
Although I would like to be in shape and go head to head with him on the yoke.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be fun.
That would be
just
fun.
Just for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So our first athlete is Novikov.
That means he came last on the last event. Come on, Alexei.
So this is interesting. This looks crazy when you see it like that.
And
look
see
how
the guys
huge
under the car.
Right, Alexei, come on. What can you do? This is tough going first on an event that's never been done before.
Yeah, come on, Alexei. We will get to your super chat, Nicole, straight away after Alexei's
We're just
done.
watching Alexei get set up.
Oh,
this is an epic looking event. I just hope no one gets hurt on it.
Yeah. Oh.
So let's see how deep he's made to go. Pretty deep. And he gets 1 rep.
Is that a good rep?
He's got a rep. But
is anyone calling it or?
Yeah. Yeah, you got a good rep, I think.
Turn it up a bit, Lazzy. He's going down again.
There we go. That's 2. Come on, Alexei. No, he's not at all.
No, he's not loving life in this very moment, is he?
You can see him. Oh, that doesn't look
No,
like
that's not going back up. No.
Hands are off.
Right.
Mark Philippi, the main referee that's just next to him, he was a good strong man as well.
Yeah, massive hands.
No.
Does he?
No. He wasn't a massive hands guy.
Oh.
He was a very good deadlifter and squatter.
Who's the massive hands guy I'm thinking of?
Ken McClelland.
No, I am thinking of Mark Philippi. I swear
no, you're not. You're not. You've got whoever you're
even
thinking
if
of
I'm wrong,
Liz is just obsessed with massive hands. Mark Philippi got crushed by a car.
Yes. No, it was Jean. What's his name?
Jean. Yeah.
What's his name?
Philippe. Jean.
Yeah. What? What? What's his name? It's gone now. Yeah. Philippe Jean.
Why has my mind gone blank?
I don't know.
But it's because you threw me with the big hands with Mark Philippi.
Sorry. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. 2 reps.
2 reps.
Okay. My husband just asked why I am watching the live on my phone instead of the TV. Then we decided to play the video on both while my phone muted to support. Thank you for the double views, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
See if you can find a way to give us a double like.
Yes, guys, like the video. Subscribe to the channel.
There we go.
You're impressed that I've said channel every time.
Yeah, he used to call it a page. I'm like, it's a channel. Irrationally mad at him.
I'm such a technophobe. I just useless with it all.
Nico, thank you for the super chat. Is there, in your opinion, a possibility that in the future the Shaw Classic could be as big as the Arnold's and World's Strongest Man?
Absolutely. You know, the Arnold's grew to be such a huge show. There's no reason why this doesn't get bigger all the time.
Yeah.
I think Brian wants to make it bigger and better. So who knows how big it can get.
Yeah.
It has improved every year so far. And that's, you know, you can't ask for more than that with anything.
No, he has improved it massively each year. I think eventually, if he wants it to get that big, it will have to get to a point where people can access it for free, because that's the best way to get people watching it, is for them to not have to pay for it. But
do you think? I think like boxing and stuff like that, and UFC and stuff like that
true,
works well.
But apparently that whole pay-per-view model was dying. I was like, oh, this would be an interesting one, Trey.
Yes, Trey is built to leg press.
Yeah, come on then, Trey. He's got some chunky legs, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't he?
I think Trey gives us a real good idea of how hard this is.
Yeah, because if Trey struggles with this, then it's really hard, presumably.
Yeah, I can assure you it's hard. Right. Trey Mitchell is set up and ready to go. It's nerve-wracking watching, especially an event like this. Oh. God, the guy's like under the car.
I know, it's crazy. I wouldn't be that guy.
Good first rep for Trey. Looks like he's got like a dead stop at the bottom. That's kind of weird. 3 for Trey, goes into the lead.
So does that mean there's a point where it can't slide down any further then? Which I guess is a safety sort of thing.
That's 4. I think, I'm not sure what's going on.
Is he done? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Trey seems to be shouting something.
But I'm not sure what's happening there, but he's going for another rep. That's 5. This is a heavy event.
We need to start miking up the athletes.
Yes, we want to hear those profanities.
Yeah.
I can probably translate. He's like, get me the F out of here.
Yeah. Did you just do another one?
No, he's trying to get out the machine, I think.
Oh.
Is he? No. Yeah, Terry's just said what I said, but I don't know if he's going again.
No.
The winch, I think, isn't kind of... What is going on? No, he's going for another rep.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe he was just readjusting slightly.
He wants it off him. Get it off him.
Oh, Get God. It off him. What's wrong? Is he okay?
He is pissed. Oh, there's a miscommunication there.
Something's gone wrong.
That was bad. That is not good.
Oh, he's not happy.
That was dangerous.
What happened? I couldn't tell.
I think he wanted the weight off him, but they weren't like taking the winch. Trey's not someone that gets upset like that.
No, I've never seen Trey upset.
I think he was trying to say for them to take the weight but they weren't. And then he was having to try and kind of control it down. So he's like locked out there. He's kind of saying, take it.
But they didn't. Yeah. Oh, did he think maybe he could get out, but he actually couldn't?
What they're told is there's like a winch attached to it that should be pulled and take the weight no matter where it is, so they can get out. That was the safety feature that Brian had put into it, but some kind of miscommunication there or something.
Blimey, it's all going on.
That was not good. Luckily, I don't think he's hurt himself.
No, he seemed to get out of it okay, didn't he?
But it is a panic sets in when you've kind of got that. This is 2,000 pounds crushing down on you. You see how big that looks.
Yeah.
He's okay now. He's waving to the crowd.
Oh, good. At least he's not hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Gabe's sitting it out.
I don't blame athletes for sitting this out. This is a very brutal event.
It's very high risk, heavy. Isn't it? It's Daft Biker, thank you for the super chat. The only suit I want to see you lifting the silver one from that China comp.
Yes.
Oh,
that was in China.
That was
they
sight,
like some interest.
It?
I mean, China have won some interesting outfits a few times in.
Yeah.
They do like to make strong men look silly.
They like to dress you up, didn't they?
I think Zadrunas gets really mad because I always tag him in the picture as well.
Yeah, he's like, just let this picture die.
Someone was like saying about my shirt the other day. It's like, I'm the last person that cares about fashion. I don't care if I look stupid.
Ivor's up next. Just catching up on the comments. Novikov doesn't look happy. 1 rep.
Louis Philippe Jean, thank you very much,
Carl. God, yes, thank you. Brett wants to say thanks for your advice. Took second in my group for the Central Strength Expo. I've decided to hire Anthony Furman as my coach. 1 step closer to becoming world's strongest man under 105.
Good luck, Brett.
Oh dear. The car is wobbling a lot. Apparently the car's not going to fall off.
The car's not going to fall off, but
I don't think that's the biggest risk.
It's being crushed under the weights when it kind of like comes down. I think they need to make sure that winch is set to take it as soon as the athlete needs it. We got Ivers coming in next for this one.
Yeah.
Someone said they just got here. Have they missed anything?
Said he didn't wait for the lift signal.
I think because it's a new event, there's a lot of like uncertainty. No one seems to be totally clear, and this is something,
on the rules.
This is something I'd like. I always, when I do commentating myself, I'm always talking to the organizers about. You need to give me as the commentator information so that I can relay it to the people watching. I think that's something that needs a bit of. Ivers.
Go on, Ivers. Good. Yes, good. I'm nervous.
2 reps.
Good, yeah.
They're slow and steady, aren't they?
Do we know how many Trey was given? Let me just check the archives.
3. He's like, take it, take it.
Yeah, he was given 5. Trey. No. Oh, no. Is he still going? It's impossible to tell.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Ivers.
No.
Oh, is he okay?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, actually. I don't know.
He looks in pain. I don't know how I feel about this event. I mean, it visually with the car, it's kind of spectacular.
It looks good, but it just, is it working the way we want it to work?
Yeah. And is it worth it? I just hope everyone makes it through okay. Oh, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, dear. Who's up next, Lazo?
I'm not sure.
When is Loz flying to Greece to get mocked? Oops. Nearly exited. Put CJ in a timeout. Oh, yeah. 5 for Trey. Well, people don't seem impressed with this event.
No, it's not working out as well as I think Brian was hoping.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
Did they just remove a rep from Alexei? It was at 2, now only shows 1. I really don't know, to be honest. It's hard to tell because I don't think that anyone on the ground is relaying to the commentators. So it's this is something you've really struggled with doing commentary before, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, we've got Alexei on 1, Ivers on 3, Trey Mitchell on 5, Gabe choosing not to do it. That's Gabe Pena, not
So
Rayon.
Zadrunas is up next.
Right. This will be interesting. Zadrunas
leg presses. He squats.
He does all this, yes.
That belly is back.
That belly is back with a bang. Will he get in? Yeah, a lot of people that went from very cool to very confusing.
Look who's here. And with typical Rauno response.
Fucking idiot leg press event. Trey was angry. Rauno, you're supposed to be having a nice night away.
I told you Rauno would be watching.
Yeah, but he's not supposed to be. What time is it in Estonia? It's like 1 a.m.
Yeah, he's fine. It's early for him.
Hi, Rauno. Thanks for joining us.
And I kind of starting to agree with him. This is not working, I think, the way they want it to.
Yeah, Trey looked really mad. Train. Never seen Trey so animated. No, Trey is such a cool and calm guy all the time. Who's that? Oh, Zadrunas, yeah. Oh, God. Come on, Z.
Good rep, I think.
Yeah.
The referees keep like, I don't know.
They keep getting up and it's making me anxious.
Yeah, I don't know what they're saying.
No.
Zadrunas. Press. That was a better rep for Zadrunas.
2 reps for Zadrunas. Oh.
Come to a pause and gets it up.
3.
Still strong. Yeah, Mark Philippi. He's a good referee.
4. Okay.
Nice.
5.
And 5 now. Very methodical.
Yeah, but this is fine. I think it's a 90-second time limit for this one. Go on, Z.
Nice.
6. There we go.
Oh.
What are they doing? What are they saying?
That guy's waving his hands around. It's really annoying me.
He's making me anxious. He's like... But I don't know why. Oh, he's not getting out from that,
Is it
surely.
Something about his ass coming off or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. Was that 6 reps for Zadrunas?
It was either 5 or 6. I'm not sure.
I'm finding this event stressful.
This is a stressful one.
Yeah. Pad, thank you for the super chat. Do you think best case scenario for something like the Shore Classic will be for it to be a qualifier for World's Strongest Man and the winner gets an invite? To be fair, who's
such a high standard? Like
Worlds? Yeah,
you've pretty much got almost everyone is a World's Strongest Man finalist at some point. So I don't really think it needs to be a qualifier for Worlds. But I don't think it needs to be a qualifier for Worlds, to be honest.
I think every guy here is at Worlds. Like we've got, out of the 15 guys, there are 14 World's Strongest Man finalists. The only one is Gabe Pena, but he was at Worlds this year. Yeah, so yeah. 5 will probably be near the top, Jules reckons. Who do you think can beat 5? Who have we got? It's hard to say because we never see the guys do leg press or anything like that.
I mean, Brian, he's obviously been training on this. And I think it's an event that having a little bit of practice on probably helps. Yeah. Because a leg press on a normal leg, like I said, every leg press is different as well. But the weight on the leg press like that at the top is different to plates being loaded on like a normal leg press. If I've had someone sit on a leg press before and it kind of just shifts the plate slightly. It doesn't move as smoothly.
Jerry's out.
Oh. Jerry's come out to do the...
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, Jerry's out on the floor. He's not out.
This type of event does scare me for sort of the older, more injury-prone guys.
Yeah.
I would be crapping myself.
I don't think I could watch you do it live.
I think when I was younger, I'd be good at it. Now I'd be scared of something ripping.
Like a quad blowing out or something. I would be really scared. He's got his hands on his knees. Is that allowed?
No.
All right. No, his hands are now going onto the handles.
But this isn't even for the rep. This is just to start.
To get it off the... God.
This is not going to happen. I think Jerry needs to just leave this. This would be a very risky move. I mean, you can't fault Jerry's
effort,
and
yeah,
he is a warrior, but he's got to look after himself.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no rep there for Jerry.
Yeah.
This is a stressful one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Not sure how I feel about it yet.
What do you guys think of this event?
There's a lot of comments. Some people were saying like, let's give it a chance, and but a lot of people seem to be nervous.
Could be scary. You're right, Bron Chopped.
Oh God. No, God, please, Evan, for the love of God, someone needs to give him like a sedative or something before we go there, like some Valium just to calm him down a bit. The guy's getting hurt by it. We don't think so, Dave. I don't think anyone's actually injured.
Walked away from it, which is good.
Been hard to understand what's going on from this view. Like one of the refs is quite frantic, and it makes us think, oh God, Trey looked very upset by something, and it was hard to tell what. It's just a bit scary to watch, to be honest, because it's so heavy. And yeah, he was just,
what would look good?
Yelling about the knee straps.
The car as a back lift.
The car as a back lift. Christ, here we go. Oh dear, I can't cope. Oh, I can barely watch this event. Seeing the strongmen uncomfortable and in pain.
I mean, strongmen are always in pain, but this one is particularly.
You just got to watch them get out of bed. They're in pain.
Constantine is coming out.
Oh, come on, Janasha. People freaking out about Zydrunas. Zydrunas survived. Zydrunas did well.
Yeah, he actually did pretty well. I don't know what position he's in.
Yeah.
It's hard to know because the side referee is kind of frantically waving his hands about. I don't know if he's saying their ass is coming up. And
they're not allowed to move in the seat. They have to have their hands on the thing. They have to, because pictures have been taken of their feet, haven't they?
Yeah, so we don't know like official results.
No, it's
a little bit annoying.
Everyone happy to see Rauno in the comments.
Rauno, how are you feeling?
Anthony, thank you for the super chat. Have you ever had any pros come up to you both not happy with anything you have said or predicted before competition?
Yeah.
Or does everyone take it well?
Yeah. Most people take it well, but yes, we have.
What's happened?
Well, that referee is being a pain again.
Who is that referee?
I think it's Chad Coy, I think, but I can't see from the back.
Oh, I think Janash has got one rep so far.
I don't know that he has.
Oh.
Right.
He's not in a good position.
Push. No, he's had enough of that.
No.
This event isn't working out, I think, the way Brian maybe wanted.
Yeah. Because it replaced last year's car squat, which also didn't work out how he wanted with like the pivot point and everything. So
yeah,
it might be back to the drawing board.
I think just going back to Anthony's question. Yeah, no, not everyone's always happy, but most guys understand.
It's not a personal thing at all. No, and I always beg them, please don't watch the predictions.
I've had chats with people that weren't happy at one point, and then we've had chats privately, and we've sorted things out. And I'm not someone that will ever
blow smoke up someone's ass.
Yeah, I try and be respectful, but I'm going to be honest. And there have been athletes that got upset with me saying stuff, but 9 times out of 10, I end up being right about what I'm saying. Yeah. And I think sometimes if you, like, I would respect someone that came up to me and said, you need to improve on this event, rather than someone that's just telling me I'm great all the time.
Yeah.
My best coach was actually my brother because he gave me nothing. He made me work hard.
Oh, Mitch is out.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, obviously, I coached Mitch, and I said he wasn't going to pull 505.
Yeah.
There's no point in me.
You told him many times.
Yeah. I think eventually he might.
Yeah, eventually he might. Yeah.
I still think, his lockout needs to get better. He still needs to improve.
Still got a lot of work to do. Yeah. Apparently, he's telling them to keep their ass on the seat.
I thought that's what it was. Right. Let's hope that Mitch can get through this with a few reps and no injuries.
We'll get to your super chat in a second, Rich.
Come on,
Let's just check that Mitch. He does. All right. Taking the weight.
Easy rep.
1.
Yes.
2. Okay. Oh, Chad's not.
Oh, Chad,
3.
Calm down.
Sit down, Chad.
Good. Come on.
5.
If he's got all of them, that's 5.
If.
It's hard to tell because this guy
impossible.
doesn't stop talking in the
6.
He's doing well. This could be big points. Come on, Mitch. 7.
If he's being given all these
7,
reps,
he's done.
yeah,
He's done.
7.
Awesome.
Okay, well, that's the winning amount of reps so far, if he got them all.
That looked really good.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's a big Hooper chant going on.
Or moose.
No, it was a Hooper one.
Okay.
Yes. He's fine. That's all I care about, to be quite honest. I wanted him walking away, not injured from this event.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
But that looks like it could be really good points for Mitch as well.
Yeah, so, fingers crossed.
Good stuff.
Rich Living, thank you for the super chat. I don't get the issue with this event. Don't they all leg press? Is the car that much of a difference? Excuse my ignorance.
This is clearly not like a normal leg press. Yes, they'll leg press.
It's the rules. In the gym, they would adjust.
Also, the weight isn't like on a pin where it's fixed there. You can see that car is wobbling as it comes down, which will move the plate in terms of where they're pressing.
Yeah.
You can see there it's wobbling every single time. That doesn't happen when just a plate's on
that's
a
true.
pin.
Oh,
so
who's that coming out? Gabe
Rayon.
This comment though, Lozzo. I know you're texting Mitch, but is it appropriate that Mark is underneath a car once again? Mark Philippi. If anyone remembers, 1998 World's Strongest Man, was it? The car flip. Oh, he ended up under the car with his leg bent in the direction it should not be bending in. It was quite grim, wasn't it?
Injury,
yeah. But yeah, he's a braver person than I am.
See what Gabriel Rayon can do.
Everyone's stressed watching this.
It's not an enjoyable watch, is it? This one.
I feel very warmer than before.
I feel like I'm getting tense.
Yeah.
Gabriel Rayon isn't getting a rep by the looks of things. He's done.
No, okay.
Just pulling it up now.
Okay.
Yeah, no rep there.
Apparently, I've got a funny face when I'm watching this.
She has a funny face anyway.
Oh God, I can't cope. I'm just going to check the archives to see. All right. Allaware has credited Mitch with 7 reps, so I think we'll take it. Yeah, so 7 is the winning amount so far by Mitch. Then we've got Trey Mitchell and Zadrunas both on 5 reps each. 3 reps for Ivers, 1 rep for Alexi, unfortunately. Gabe Pena is not doing this event. Bobby Thompson has withdrawn from the competition. After when did he? Was it after the log? Yeah, he hurt himself. Oh, Brian's out. So this is going to be very telling. If Brian comes out and does 8 or 9.
Mitch messaged me, said he thinks that he could have done 1 or 2 more, but he didn't want to risk injury. Fair. I think that's a smart choice.
Yeah.
And I think he's in the lead. So
okay.
Did you say he's in the lead?
Mitch is with 7, yeah.
I think Brian will probably beat that. I think he'll know the best way to do this.
Yeah.
And if Brian wins this, he's going to be putting himself in a good position overall, especially with Mitch coming second. He'll gain points on Trey.
Yeah.
How many points behind Trey was he?
He was 2.5. No, sorry. Who? Mitch behind Trey?
No. How many points was Brian behind Trey?
2.5.
This could be interesting then.
Yeah.
Brian could put himself in a position to
win.
Yeah. We could have a very exciting stone off.
Yeah. Roy, thank you for the super chat. There's a pause. They need a press cue from the ref. I don't know if they're getting one, to be honest, because there's so many people around. And obviously we can't hear what they're saying.
So Brian Shaw is up. All right.
There we go.
Let's see. Easy. Wow. That was easy. Yeah, his feet are much higher than anyone else's.
2. So he's not in as deep a position, is he? 3.
I think when you're in that lower position, that plate digs in more.
4.
This looks almost effortless for Brian.
Yeah. 5.
Very good. 6. He's going to do this easily.
Do you think this is where familiarization of the equipment is so important.
Absolutely.
7.
Nice.
8.
I think he'll leave it there. Wow.
Oh, wow. They'll be joint first going into the stones.
He's done, and I still haven't taken it. This guy on the winch needs to get quicker. There we go. He's taking it now.
There we go.
So Brian Shaw taking the win. You can clearly see he knew what he was doing on that event. I'm not saying anything against him, but that was a big advantage.
Yeah.
Big advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
And you could see, compared to everyone else, the feet were much higher.
Yeah.
He just looked much more comfortable, much smoother.
Yeah. It wasn't scary watching Brian.
No, it just looked like someone doing
a leg press in the gym. Yeah.
But let's remember, the leg press plate is so much bigger.
Yeah.
So, and Brian knew exactly where to put
he wanted his feet. Yeah.
That's not taking away from Brian's leg strength. He's a supremely strong man.
Yeah, I think.
But I just think the unfamiliarization from a lot of the other athletes, then it did affect them.
Yeah. Gabriel, thank you for the super chat saying worst event of the year.
I've got to say, like, I was kind of looking forward to it. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad no one got hurt.
Hold on, isn't Maxime up still?
Oh, good point, Maxime.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else is still to go.
I think Evan,
not
Singleton.
Evan, oh goodness, hate it from Alex. Assuming Brian won't have actually trained with the car though. Oh, I assumed he would have personally.
Even without the car, just understanding the machine helps. Like I said, every leg press is different.
Yeah.
That's and it's there's so many people that have done their own competitions. I remember competing against Irvin Katona in Serbia, and I beat Irvin in every comp we did except the competition we did in Serbia.
Well. Yeah,
he was very familiar with all the kit.
Yeah. I'm saying scariest strong man event I've seen in a while. See, what's weird as well is that they took photos of their feet. So, like, the guys going after Brian, are they allowed to now say, oh, I'm putting my legs much higher? Or will they say, no, as per your photo, this is where your feet are supposed to go because we've measured
where they've measured them.
Oh, God. Oh, man. You'd be making sure you were behind Brian in that photo foot queue, wouldn't you? I'd be like, where's Brian's feet?
Even that, like, Brian's a different shape, so going the same position as Brian might not be perfect for you, but
yeah,
you can clearly see Brian was right at the top, whereas everyone else has been in the middle.
Gaines asking, Novikov got just the one rep, unfortunately. He's looking really uncomfortable.
Someone said I'm worried about Mitch. I was, but I'm glad he got through it unscathed with decent points.
Yeah.
This is strong by Kevin. Nice. Not looking quite as comfortable as Brian, but he's doing well. Good. He's a strong lad, Kevin.
He is. Strong lad. Come on, Kevin.
He's doing well.
Kevin.
Oh, the referee's saying something. No, he wants it taken off now. He wants it taken off. I think, Chad is getting excited about the athletes' butts coming up. Very excited, very animated.
Butts.
He's a stickler for the rules, so fair play. I'm not enjoying this event as much as I was hoping to.
No.
It's I love
that he's trying different things.
Total props for trying to do something that visually would have worked well, but just not working as well as maybe we would like.
I felt the same way about the car squat last year, to be honest. The results were really weird on it, and it was like, oh man, I was looking forward to that, and it just wasn't quite what I wanted. But
Is Evan?
Oh God, now steady on, Evan. I do worry. Yes, he does get himself too fired up, Terry.
It's one of those things where certain events it does help being fired up. Other events you need to stay calm and
controlled. It
just seems to be like a little bit of a lack of communication of when to take it, and
maybe Winch guy not being as quick as he could. Yeah.
We don't know how much noise is around there, and
yeah,
there's so many people shouting and stuff.
Yeah.
See, look, they're making them go exactly where they've measured up to. But Evan's feet are higher.
Yeah.
Let's see how Evan does on this one. Evan's having a better second day.
Yeah, he is.
Gets a rep. There's 2.
Come on, Evan.
Oh, good.
3.
He's having to work hard again. He's digging deep.
Decent points. No, done with 3. Yeah. Okay. Just Maxime left, I think. Yeah, Maxime won the last event.
That okay.
One guy, thank you for the super chat. A few changes to the car event would make it epic. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think maybe it's just because it is new for us all in a competition like this, where the guys have already pushed themselves so hard. And it does,
it's tough competition. This, every event is hard and heavy. Yeah, it's not being as exciting an event as maybe we wanted.
Yeah,
but
it's one of those. It's a relatively small movement, isn't it? It's just different. Jonathan, thank you for the super chat. Given the obvious discomfort for the athletes and anxiety for viewers, I don't think this event is working out nearly as Brian hoped. Probably not, but you have to try things to know, don't you? So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he chooses.
You also find with new events, the first year results aren't always that good, and then the next year they just get better and better because people have figured it out. I remember the first time I saw safe lift in a competition, and the guys were really struggling, and then suddenly the technique kind of was figured out, and athletes' performances were so much better. So if they had this next year, they'll all do
better. Definitely.
It's one of those things where understanding the equipment is so important.
Yeah. Scotland, thank you for the super chat. Let the athletes flip it. That counts as a car flip, right?
Car flip is a cool event.
Yeah.
I really think so.
I'd love to see that.
There's been some nasty injuries with it, but one of my favorite events I ever done was a car flip.
Yeah.
It just looks cool seeing strong men rolling a car.
Here's
Maxime.
This is worse than Murder Ball. What do you mean worse than everything is worse than Murder Ball. Murder Ball was the best. Oh, come on, Maxime. I don't know how. I don't know. Feels like Maxime has very long legs.
Does it?
I don't know. He's quite slim in the leg area. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't have massive legs like some of them where you think, yeah, those legs were built to do this. I don't know, man. Is he okay? Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
He's just
came down.
Yeah, it came down a bit quick.
Cramping in his stomach.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, Sam, bless her. Looks like she just gave her a heart attack.
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah, some people
it's
say
horrible when you cramp up. That is nasty.
Yeah. My goodness. It's an amazing event. People just talking bad of it because Novikov failed. Oh, I don't know about that. Novikov failed the last event. I didn't see anyone talking bad about that.
I love leg press as a leg exercise. I think it's a great exercise. Develops endurance in the legs. Great for adding size to the legs. It's just not exciting me as much as I genuinely was looking forward to it. It's nothing to do with anyone's performance. I mean, the guy I coach is in a good position. It's just making me a little bit anxious that someone's going to get hurt on it.
Yeah.
I think Maxime's not going to do it.
No. This is really going to hurt Maxime. And that was an answer to your super chat. Thank you, women who left. Oh dear.
Yeah, leg press in the gym is a great exercise. Normally an exercise you want to do a decent amount of reps on as well.
Yeah, trying to catch up on the comments because we're still on the Mitch section there. Misha, thank you so much for the super chat. Evening, guys. First off, what a privilege to be watching the classics and you in the background as me and the other half. You guys are awesome. Please, could you give my other half a shout out, please? His name is Luke Lily. Do you think that is?
Hey, Luke. Lily? Hope you guys are enjoying the Shore Classic whilst listening to us talk rubbish alongside it.
Yeah, but yes.
Thank you very much, though, for support, guys, and for the super chat.
There you go. Why was Novikov stopped? I don't get it. I think Novikov stopped it himself. I'm stressed watching you guys watch it.
Sorry, no.
Sorry. It's certainly dramatic. This is disturbing. Brian's up. This is disturbing again.
Is everyone? Oh, is Maxime coming back out?
Maybe.
I'm not sure what's going on. Let me try and listen. You can go through them.
Yeah.
They are letting Maxime come and have another shot.
Tony, thank you for the super chat. I feel like Eddie Hall in his prime would do good in this leg event.
I totally agree. Eddie Hall was very good on the leg press, ridiculously strong legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. No reason why he wouldn't be good.
Yeah. I think like an absolute prime Zadrunas would have done much better as well.
I do genuinely. I'm not saying this to make anyone feel bad or kind of criticize anyone, but I think just understanding the machine is important.
Yeah.
I think if you got everyone to do it again next week, they'd all do better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, Eddie's leg pressing would have been phenomenal.
Yeah. Why is he allowed to go fast? Oh, I'm not sure what they're referring to now. People can go at their own pace. I'm
not sure. I think we're waiting for Maxime to come back out.
Yeah, I think so too. Is that him sat in the chair with everyone around him?
I don't know.
It's hard to tell what's going on.
We know the last event today is the Stones, which would be more normal.
Yeah.
A bit more exciting as well, I think.
Yeah. And it looks like everyone's got through without injury, and that's the main thing, isn't
definitely.
it?
That's kind of, I know some of the athletes were a little bit concerned about it.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's okay. Maxime obviously cramping. But cramp we can cope with. It's annoying, but
yeah. Big person.
Let's go through some of these comments.
Evan and Max. Oh, they're sort of talking to each other. Yeah. Yes, they did, and the photos were taken of their feet, and then they had to match up basically when they when it came to getting into the machine. Oh, Maxime's up on his feet, knees are wrapped. Oh, he's going back. There we go. Come on, Maxime. Not sure they had a practice day, but they had familiarization and they got to go in the machine and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, they do that at competitions like World Strongest Man.
They got to go on the machine, but without the car on it.
Right.
So Maxime's feet are forced into position. There we go. Hopefully no more cramping. Comes down. And he gets a good rep. That's important.
Oh, come on, Maxime. Yeah, there we go. He's done with two. Yeah.
He's had enough.
Okay, fair enough.
He's happy. Got some points.
There
He's got through it. No injuries. There we go. Everyone has got through it.
There we go.
We can relax.
There we go. And breathe out. It was different. I didn't love it, to be honest. All right. Oh no, don't leave me with everyone.
You're safe.
Yes, I'm sure. Oh, we'll see. You come back, I'll be in tears. They did all the measurements and got super technical with that lift. Yeah, I think I understand why it's technical. Because you want everyone doing it to the same standard. But I just think maybe that takes away a little bit from the sort of spectator side of it. Yeah, I didn't love it, to be honest. It's fine. It's fine. I've enjoyed all the other events, and it's going to be interesting now to see how these guys are going to cope with the Atlas stones and how much it will take out of them. Because, God, he's had me doing heavy leg press before, and I've had to be carried out of the gym. Don't worry, Victor. Everything's fine now. It's all over and everyone's okay. Glad to see Evan get through it as well. Oh, Lozzie, come back.
I'm coming. I think we're in for an exciting finish.
Yeah.
With two of the best
right. Let's have a look at the standings now then. So we have got Oh, Trey Mitchell and Brian Shaw tied on 85.5 points. Behind them is Mitch Hooper with 82 points.
Not bad.
Then you've got Alexei Novikov with 75. In 5th place is Ivers with 59. 6th place is Maxime with 58.5, so just half a point there. Kevin is behind him with 58 points. Then Evan Singleton, 57.5. It's very close in that mid-pack section. Then behind Evan is Zadrunas, then Constantine. Bobby's now pulled out. Then Gabriel Rayom, then Pena, then Pritchett, then Stoltman. There you go.
We are in for an exciting finish.
Oh, man.
2 of the best stone lifters in the world.
Yeah.
In Trey and Brian will be going head to head for the title.
Oh, yeah. And with Maxime there as well. And like, you know.
Well, Maxime's not going to win. It's between these 2.
I know, but he'll probably beat them both on stones. What if it comes in between them on stones?
Well,
you know?
It doesn't matter. It's just about who wins out of those 2.
I know it is. I'm trying to create more drama, Lasse.
We're creating drama. With these 2 are battling for the title.
All right.
It's all going to be who wins out of them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what anyone else does. It does for other positions, but for the win, you guys know what I'm talking about. Me and Auntie Liz are going to argue tonight.
There you go. Ron Chopped, thank you for the super chat. Car squat bad last year, leg press terrible this year. Time for a regular leg event. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Brian's perception of it afterwards. He might think that was brilliant, everyone loved it, but our chat would mostly disagree by the looks of it. So it'd be interesting to see his thoughts afterwards.
Every live we do, it always comes down to how tall is Eddie Hall.
Yeah. He gets shorter on every live. 4 foot now. There you go.
Yeah, I'd say Eddie is somewhere between 6'2" and 6'3".
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
No taller, no shorter.
There you go. Hooper's in a good spot for podium. He is. He needs to keep his cool and his nerve on the stones. Gabriel, thank you so much for the super chat. This event points should be retrieved from comp. I don't agree
with that. Like,
they're all working in the same conditions.
Comps
aren't they?
Always have weird events that throw things up a little bit.
Yeah,
it's something we'll learn from. I think Brian will watch it back and probably, he'll be happy with his own performance. He did great, but I don't,
it'd be interesting.
We're talking one event so far in what's otherwise been a great competition. You got to try things.
Yeah.
He's, need credit for trying something new.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work out, I think, how he wanted it to, or how maybe we wanted it to.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fred, thank you for the super chat. Wow, what a leg lift. My best is 500 pounds per reps, but this is insane. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's extremely, what was it, 8 reps that won? That is a heavy leg press.
Yeah, that is a heavy leg press. I think Mitch was predicting like 15 reps would win.
Did he?
Yeah, Mitch needs to calm down.
On a, like I said, every leg press is different. So you could do 15 with that on a different machine.
Yeah.
It's one of those unknowns. It's the first time they're using this machine. Now we've got an idea of what to get on it. Next year, like I said, I know all of them would do more.
They would all be better, yeah. George, I'd love to see Rob Kearney on this.
Be interesting to see him. Graham Hicks, a injury, injury-free JF Caron.
Yeah. And injury-free Novikov as well. I'd like to see what he could do.
I don't think Novikov.
I know his bicep wouldn't have affected his leg press, but just, overall fatigue. He did compete last weekend as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
There's a bloody muffin here.
All right.
People wanting to see Max cheek curl next year.
One event to go.
Yeah.
7 events down. It's coming down to Brian Shaw and Trey Mitchell.
Yeah. Well, those were the guys I had on my top 2. But I had Trey winning and Brian in second, Mitch in third, which is...
We had the top 3, right, so far.
I had them in the right order, though.
Well, you have them in the right order, I mean.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that it's going to stay in that order now. I don't know.
2 of them are joint, so you can't be right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Will he do it on countback?
They can't tie. They can't tie.
No, of course. Of course, it's stones. Oh, yeah.
But they can't tie. They're on the same points. How do they tie?
Yeah, they can't tie.
Unless they did the exact same time.
I'm being an idiot. It's late.
It's late. That's all it is.
It's 11:30.
Auntie Liz is feeling tired.
It's been very hot today.
You're going to be back out there.
I'm going to be back in the paddling pool in a minute.
Someone said, haha, lols, wear your pants. I've just got shorts on. That's all. Just shorts.
Shorts.
I like shorts.
Yeah.
Especially it's so hot. I'll tell you guys a secret. I did a Talking Strongman with Colin Bryce, and he did the whole chat with me, and he was naked from the waist down.
Thankfully, we didn't actually see that.
Yeah. So... I found out at the end.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the comfort of your own home, I guess.
Well,
how many people in lockdown did that, do you reckon?
To be fair, we've done videos before where I've just been in pants at the bottom. But one time you could actually see, and I was like, no. And then I had to zoom the video super close to get my crotch out of it. So I haven't done it again since. I thought I was covered.
See, the things that you learn.
I was not. There you go. Shonek, thank you for the super chat. The top 3 scores are super close. They are indeed.
How many points are we?
We have got Mitch Hooper on 82 points, and then 85.5 points tied is Trey and Brian. But obviously it's such a big lineup still that you can really drop or gain a lot of points. So there's still everything to play for, isn't there?
Simple answer to this one. He doesn't want to be involved.
Oh, anyone know why someone like Maris Pujanowski has never been involved with Worship's Man support the shows? Yeah, I see Eddie Losnick.
He's just not interested. He went to focus on MMA, and that's what he wants to do. He's no interest in strong. I've tried to get him to come on to Talking Strongman. He's not interested. He was an amazing strongman, but he's moved on to other things, and that's the honest answer.
He's got a crush on Maxine.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
Does it? Does it? Oh, sorry. Loz is just killing a moth.
Not killing, just getting outside.
Oh. Oh. Loz is being beaten by a moth. Derek, I had the exact same top 3 in that order. So fingers crossed. Loz had them the opposite way around. Hooper, Shaw, Trey. Didn't you? Yeah. I don't think he's going to be right. But we could be. Sorry, that's it. I've been cheering on Maxine because I had him in my top 5. I had Alexi and Maxine as well. Yeah. So.
But Ivers is taking that top 5th. We're never disappointed to see Ivers do well.
Yeah, but he's got Maxine behind him. He's going to drop down.
How many points?
Not many. It's really
Ivers is good at stones, and you know that.
I know Ivers is, but
what's the point
there's
difference?
half a point difference.
Okay. You're giving up on...
I'm not giving up on him. Maxime is like almost definitely going to win the stones.
Why is he definitely going to win the stones?
I didn't. I said almost definitely.
With Brian and Trey in there as well.
With Brian and Trey, yeah, but
they're both incredible stone lifters.
But he's beaten them.
You've got a thing for Maxime.
I definitely.
I'm going to tell Sam.
She won't believe you. Okay, where are we?
Stones go either. Yeah, so I think between Trey and Brian, this is going to be an exciting run.
Yeah.
Who do you guys reckon then, Brian or Trey, to take the win? I think it's going to be down to them two in terms of the overall win.
I'm leaning more towards Brian now. I don't know. Hold on. I want to see, because they used the same set of stones last year, didn't they? I want to see how they both did on the stones last year. Let's see.
Well, Liz looks for that.
Okay, so Trey beat Brian on the stones, 5 in 28 seconds compared to Brian's 5 in 33.
Okay.
How did Maxine do on the stones? 5 in 35. Oh, they both beat Maxine. Okay, there you go. Sorry.
You see what Monica said?
I just think Liz loves all the strong. I do. We all know Liz.
Do you know what else Liz loves? She
handsome.
Loves being right over me.
Yeah.
If Liz gets top 5 and she's right, that will make her night. It'll make a whole week.
Oh, yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, to be fair. Liz has a crush on all strongmen. When are we seeing another talking strongman? Thank you for the super chat, Fred. But no, I absolutely don't. Most of them stink. I've seen things that, yeah, you wouldn't have a crush on them after seeing some of the things I've seen.
Max should win stones. Agree with Liz. Loz downplaying Max's stone ability. Not at all. Max is a great stone lifter, but as Liz just pointed out, he got beat by Brian and Trey last year on stones.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not a guarantee that Max wins the stones. You've got 3 incredible stone lifters in this competition. Any one of them could win it. And I think the fact that Trey and Brian will be going last, they're also battling for the title. I think one of them is going to win. That's my thought process based off experience competing and knowing what stones are like when it comes to, not just they're both leading the competition, they're also 2 of the best stone lifters in the world.
Yeah.
Maxime hasn't got a chance of winning this comp now. Will he try as hard as them?
Yeah, I guess.
8 events in, body's cramping, body's tired. I'm picking Trey or Brian to win the stones.
Okay, fair. Most people thinking that Trey is going to take the win after all. Most people talking about me hating Brian. Just for those that don't know, that's a running joke. And it's actually, funnily enough, based off the fact that I said I thought Maxime would beat Brian on the stones at Worlds. And I've never heard the end of it. Yeah. But he did. He beat him on the stones.
Yeah, and he's a great stone lifter. Yes. But this is top level strongman. They can all beat each other.
Definitely. Brutal honesty. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. Trey was better last year on the stones, but this is strongman. Anything can happen. One mistake will cost someone.
Absolutely. Yeah. And as we just saw, one of the athletes was cramping. They've done 7 brutal events. They are feeling tired. They are, you're at this point where everything hurts. You see the finish line and you're thinking to yourself, one more event and it's all over.
Yeah.
And that's what most of them will be thinking right now. They're not thinking about winning. They're just thinking one more event and I'm done. It is a tough contest to do 8 events.
Super Rick Rock, thank you for the super chat. Next year, Brian should do a leg press, but with Oberst's head instead of a car.
Just like a giant Oberst head.
That'd be scary.
It'd actually be quite funny.
It would be funny. What would it be made out of, though? It has to be heavy.
Yeah.
Can't do like a paper mache head, can you? Oh, dear. Ricky, thank you for the super chat. New idea for stones. Total weight loaded can be loaded in any order. Loading all stones being almost impossible. Be interesting. Adding it all up. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I just get a bit bored of stones.
I know.
It's in almost every competition.
Yeah.
When are the stones? I need to go to bed. We don't have a countdown timer for this one.
There'll be a countdown up in a sec. I can't think it'll be too much longer, to be honest.
Yeah.
The last event, what time are we at now? That event took a little bit longer than maybe they would like.
Yeah.
I think the stones they'll get through the stones fairly quickly. It probably will be 2 at a time.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully it'll be a 2-man run. Yeah, because otherwise... We're in for a long night. Like a long stone run, like the Worcester 10 stone run.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that really separated the athletes.
The only thing with the 10 stone run is sometimes the first 5 are almost pointless. They're just in there to annoy the guys.
Yeah.
That's the only thing with the 10 stone run. But it is good seeing something different.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a nice thing about that contest.
Oh God, Levi's saying that the open men's stones have to go first too.
Ooh.
Oh, it's gonna be a long night. No timer up yet. Oh man, we could be waiting a while then.
Well,
we've still got the open men to go, and then the pro men.
Hopefully, it'll get through this. It should get through.
The open men will be nice and fresh now, so hopefully they get them straight into
stones. They'll get through pretty quick.
Yeah.
Natural stones. Yeah, we'd like to. Ooh.
Yeah, love to see natural stones again.
Yeah.
Only seen it. Well, we saw it once at World's Strongest Man, didn't we, in 2012?
Yeah.
Rogue and Arnold tend to favour more natural type stones, don't they?
Yeah.
I like the natural stones used in Iceland's Strongest Man. Yeah, they've got plenty of stones to play with up there, haven't they? And the Magnus Ver Classic, he used a few different types of stones. Yeah, open men.
Who's your favourite strongman ever?
Ever?
Yeah.
What, like, to watch?
Like, before you were so involved with strongman, was there anyone that you sort of liked watching?
No, just you. Yeah, before I was involved in strong. God, I remember vaguely watching it as a child and seeing Magnus Samuelsson. Yeah, but no. I don't feel like I can answer that question, to be honest.
Who's your favorite person from like the older guys that we've met?
Like favorite person as a person?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's a hard one to answer too. It feels a bit unfair because like I thought Magnus Samuelsson was really cool, but I really like Magnus Ver Magnusson as well. And we've spent a lot of time together, so it would feel like a bit of a, to not say him. I don't know. I don't think I've met one of the older guys that I didn't like, to be honest. What about you?
Oh, Magnus Samuelsson is definitely one of my favourites. Obviously, I had a bit of a fanboy moment with he was my favourite strongman. Magnus Samuelsson. I competed against him in one of my first shows, and he's just always been really cool, really nice. What's nice about him? He's just a cool guy.
Yeah, he was just really cool.
Not like up himself or anything like that. Just
not at all.
Normal guy. That's pretty cool.
Oh, why is your laptop not charging?
Unplugged it, that's why.
I unplugged it?
Yep.
Oh dear. I'm amazed it's lasted this long in that case. Thank you, Fred, for the super chat. Other than a pic with Liz, I think meeting Monica at a comp would be great.
Monica is lovely.
Yes. Nicole wants to meet Monica too. If she doesn't say Loz, we riot. Obviously, it's Loz, the one I married. Come on now.
Do you guys have any questions for the wife of a strongman or former strongman?
Oh, God. Quickly scroll. Monica, are you talking about me? Magnus Samuelsson was my favorite too. So many people have Magnus as one of their favorites. I think he just, he was a bit different.
Do you know what I'd love to do is for us to go to Sweden and do a training session with Magnus.
Yes, let's make it happen. I would love
to. Who
go
wants
to
to
Sweden.
See that? Us go to Sweden and train and chat with Magnus. Yeah. Because he still trains. He looks great these days.
How bad, there's an autocorrect later down. It meant to say Loz, not Liz. How bad are Loz's farts? It depends.
Depends if I go off my plan or not, doesn't it?
Yeah, if he's been really good for a while and then has a bad day of eating, they go rancid. To be honest, is the only word I can use to describe them. They absolutely stink. And like he'll sit there all night and it'll come on really strong and think, oh God. And just as it's starting to die off, he'll do it again. The other week, I actually got really angry about it. I was like, right, this is disgusting. I feel like I can taste it. So yeah, they can be bad.
Monica will be at the Rogue Invitational.
Excellent. Marcel asking if we watched the Open comp. No, we've bought it. We haven't had the chance to watch it yet.
I actually watched some of the women's comp. Jackie Ochevsky is one of my clients. She did really well. She came 6th, which was great performance for her. She hit a few PBs. Really pleased with how she did, and she's going to go on and train for OSG now. Yeah. But Victoria Long is incredible.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Victoria is just a beast. I'm looking forward to her. Is Victoria doing OSG?
I believe so, yeah.
That'd be good.
It's going to be
Victoria at OSG with the likes of
Inez,
Rebecca, Annabelle. The women's open at OSG is going to be... that is going to be a show.
Yeah. Do you think you could lift the Dinny Stones, Liz? Absolutely not. I tried to lift...
I think only 7 women ever have lifted the Dinny Stones.
Yeah,
that's with straps.
Not me.
There's certainly not many that have done it. And no offense to Liz, she's not built for power.
No, I'm not. What am I built for? Like childbearing or something? Get Magnus and Loz on the TV show, like Magnus and the Lost Kingdom.
Yeah.
Brian has had a great day too. Yeah, Brian has had a really good day too.
Brian's been very, very good today. Very good.
Lozzie. Oh,
yeah.
Come on, yeah. How long have you been training Mitch, and how did that all come about? Love to hear the backstory.
Just since World's Strongest Man, just after World's Strongest Man, he contacted me, and yeah, we're looking forward to really working towards next year's World's Strongest Man. Right now, we've just been trying to prepare for a few shows, so we're making like technical improvements, but I'm looking forward to a bit of an off season where we can really develop and, you know, bring a beast next year.
Yeah. Would Liz have divorced Loz if his farts were Eddie level?
To be fair, Liz's farts can be pretty bad
How
too.
dare you? I don't fart. That's the cat. It was the cat.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for that's a ridiculously generous super chat.
Very generous. I think it could be great fun if you all gave away and or auctioned off a few tickets to an upcoming Strongman event. Not sure if it's doable. I'd gladly help fund the effort. In any case, great live as always.
Thank you so much. And yeah, that is something we could look at doing.
Yeah, I'm sure we could bribe some out of Brycey. Surely.
We will talk to Brycey.
Yeah, I say Brycey. Part of a promotional thing we're going to do.
Maybe we could do that for like members and stuff.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah,
raffle just for the members.
Thank you so much for
that's
the very
so kind. Thank you very much.
There you go. The open men are going up. Who do you see? Oh, I see an injury. Yeah, man. Scotland, thank you for the super chat. Loz and Cherry.
Cherry. I'm going to call him that.
Cherry. Event commentary team. Liz for stats. Rauno for MC. Next up, fucking idiot leg press.
Rauno doing commentating would be the best.
Oh man, no.
Anyway, just lift it.
Yeah. Anyway, shut up.
Stupid.
Yeah. Fuck you. Oh,
stupid leg press.
I'd watch it. It would be a mess, but it would be hilarious.
Unrealistic minions.
Oh, it was so funny. Yeah.
We love having Rauno over.
Tony, thank you for the super chat. Nothing beats Eddie's Hall's farts. Oh, I've smelled Eddie's farts and they are disgusting. They really are. Very unique scent. Oh. Anyway.
Moving on from
Let's
farts.
Move on.
Loz, will I ever go to Canada? I've been to Canada before and I'd love to go to Canada again. Yeah, do you know what? So one of the best things for me doing Strongman is that I've been able to travel all over the world, and I'm still traveling now.
Yeah.
So, yes, would love to go to Canada. I'd love to go to Brazil. It looks like we're going to Australia in January, which I've never been to before. So really looking forward to that. So many places that I still, there's places I've been to that I'd like to take Liz to.
Yeah.
You've never been to Iceland. Love to
I
take
haven't,
you to Iceland. But yeah, it's just one of the best things that I've been able to do is travel all over the world, and it's something I love doing.
Someone's saying Jeff Capes is their favourite all-time strongman, closely followed by Jean-Paul Sigmarsson.
Yeah, two good choices there.
Yeah. I'd pay extra for Rauno commentary, I think. Yeah, I don't know how it would be perceived. Yeah.
And people still think Brian should retire.
Thank you for the super chat. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Brian. I spoke to Brian the other day, and I'm someone that I remember Brian at his best. Brian and Zadrunas, two of the absolute greatest strongmen of all time. I'm not saying this to be a dick, but competing in your own show is not the same as competing in other shows. Brian is an amazing strongman, but just because he wins this, it doesn't mean I think he'll go and win World's Strongest Man. That being said, yes, he is still a great strongman. And I spoke to him the other day and I asked him about what drives you to keep going. And his answer was perfect. He still enjoys it. And if he still enjoys it, who am I or anyone else to tell him not to do it? If he's loving it, still working hard, then perfect. That's the only reason we should do this sport in the first place.
There you go.
Stone's not going so well.
Yeah,
he's happy with
tough. Stone Age Dinosaur, thank you so much for the super chat. Manfred Herbal is my fave, and Yuko Ahala's scenes in the movies Kingdom of Heaven were awesome.
Ahala messaged me a few weeks back, asked for my number, sent him my number. He's not contacted me.
Oh,
we will.
Yeah, follow up on that, Lozzie. Say, what's your number? Alex would pay double for Rauno commentary.
Yes.
We got some this stupid event I don't like. He is he just says exactly what he thinks. He doesn't apologize for it.
It's why we love him.
He has a go at us. Why you British people always say sorry for this, sorry for that?
you kept saying sorry, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I was like, sorry for saying sorry. I think I was just pissing him off. Oh my god, Rauno commentary would be hilarious. Yes, it's it would be funny. Stupid. What's going on with Liz and Rauno? Absolutely nothing at all. What's going on with you and Rauno? Probably also nothing.
It's amazing that you can't sort of have male friends, or I can't have female friends.
Some men don't have female friends though, so because they're unlikable. But yeah. Turk, favorite place Liz visited on a strongman trip?
That's a good question.
Who place I visited?
Andy Black is on the Stones.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Maybe I really liked South Carolina, actually. That was nice. I like Dubai. I mean, most of it, it's not very glamorous places where I've been. It's been like
some nice. What do you think of Lapland?
I love Lapland. Yeah, that was really nice. It's mostly like Leeds.
Did you come to Malaysia with me?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Malaysia was very nice too.
Yeah. You didn't get to come to Botswana, but the first time we went to Botswana was amazing.
Yeah,
the scenery was just incredible.
I expected better from Andy Black on this.
Yeah, he's not had a good performance at all.
No.
In this comp. We know he's been suffering with injuries. Obviously, competed last week as well. Not making any excuses for him. He needs to rest and go away and get make the improvements that need to be made and get himself feeling his best again.
Yeah.
Last year, obviously, breaking onto the scene, but like I've said, the standard is so high. There's hundreds of guys that can all beat each other.
Yeah.
And he needs to now go and develop and get even better.
Mohammed asking, how can we meet you two when we come to Australia? I'd love to see you both in person.
Not 100% sure on what our schedule is yet for Australia, but once we know more, we'll post up and let you guys know.
Yeah, it won't be like, oh god, they were in
Australia. We want to come for at least sort of 10 days and go to a few places.
Need to just to get over the jet lag.
Yeah.
Here we go. Backspace knows cat farts are the worst. They're awful.
Our cat does some nasty ones.
She's gross. Yeah. I cannot see your comment, but I will keep a lookout for you. How long till Stone? Someone asking, so you can probably see now.
Amateurs have started, not the amateurs, the opens have started Stone, so hopefully not too much longer after these guys go.
Have you been to India? No.
I haven't, but I would love to go to India. Somewhere definitely would like to. I like seeing different places.
Yeah, different cultures.
I'd love to go to Japan.
Oh, I'd love to go to Japan.
I've never been to Japan. I've been to China a few times, but I'd love to go to Japan.
I'm going everywhere. Andrew, thank you so much for the super chat. I am glad leg press is over. Wonder if this went as smoothly as they had hoped. Possibly could incorporate fan voted event for one of them. Any thoughts? Seems Loz and Brian have similar strongman opinions and experiences.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I always enjoyed chatting to Brian because he is so. We both started at the same time, and both of us did our first worlds together. Both have very similar thoughts. Both of us want the sport to grow. So yeah, I think Brian's doing great things, but I think he can really do even more great things once he's not competing.
Yeah,
because competing does take that. It's a selfish thing to do, to be the best that you can be. You've got to kind of put a lot of effort into it. And I think when he does finally retire, and this isn't me saying he should retire, but I think we'll see this event get even bigger and better. I think we'll see more stuff from Brian to really help the sport grow, because he is someone that wants to see the sport bigger and better.
People making plans. I'll sneak away from my travel companion and we'll make it happen. What on earth is going on? Oh, that's Monica and Nicola. Ah. Yeah. It's like
yes. Who's she talking about with her travel companion?
Are we going to the Arnolds? Yes, we are. Presumably you mean the UK Arnolds. Next month we will be there. You're doing some emceeing, aren't you, for the Strongman show?
Yes, I am.
And I will be filming and doing my usual behind the scenes stuff and nosing around. Someone was saying, oh, is it just me or is strongman in general having a spike in popularity recently. It's definitely growing, isn't it? Every year it's I think like post-COVID, you really notice the difference between previous years and when everything started coming back and shows being put on again. It feels bigger, a lot more big competitions now, isn't there? With Rogue doing theirs, Brian doing his. Yeah.
I mean, the Rogue this year, they're talking about the biggest prize money ever in strongman, which is exciting. There's more Giants live shows. There's a Shore Classic. There's talk of competitions happening in Dubai again. There's so many opportunities now for athletes, and it's an exciting time to be a strongman. There was a time where maybe 3 or 4 people could call themselves pro strongmen. Now, the opportunities are getting bigger and better. Still nowhere near where we want it to be, but growing all the time. And social media has really helped that.
There you go.
Monica, do you see a comment? You're over it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I won't put that up there, but yes, I know, Monica.
There you go.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
Alex, thanks for all y'all do. Lars, I really appreciate the respectful but direct way you handle certain topics. If the sport wants to grow, then we have to have this discussion and debate around it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we've said to promoters and, people that we do a lot of kind of stuff for, people that help us out, we're never going to
go
censor ourselves.
Yeah.
If we feel something's not right, then we'll say.
Well, it's like single pad gate last week. Like, I really wasn't sure about what to leave in the behind the scenes video because I have Loz on camera and I left it in the end saying, that's stupid. You can't do that.
I felt really bad.
Knee-jerk reaction. Yeah.
Dave Warner is an amazing guy. And,
he's a nice guy.
He's literally just been told.
He's the messenger.
Yeah, he's just the messenger. He's told, and he's come out and said, there's only one pad. So you guys are going to have to lump it and take one pad on the log. And me being me, I'm not very good at keeping my mouth shut.
No.
I'm not someone that will go online and sort of bitch and moan, but to the actual promoters, I end up having arguments all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just like knee-jerk reaction. I'm like, that's a bloody stupid thing. And the reason being, I want the athletes to be safe first and foremost. And for me personally, I would have hated having an object between my feet because I was quite an explosive athlete that needed to use some leg drive, and something in front of my feet is a real risk of me tripping over, stumbling and falling into it. And we saw with the log coming down, it was bouncing all over the place. It just, luckily no one got hurt and it was done. And, the organizers are going to make sure it never happens again.
Yeah.
But I wasn't happy. And I'm actually quite like that a lot of the time behind the scenes.
He's like that in all parts of his life. If he sees something, what's this?
I just, I want the athletes and I want the shows to be the best as well. I want the shows to be bigger and better. And just these are simple things that we can get right. So, but I apologize to Dave because he's a friend of mine, and I know he was just a messenger. It wasn't his idea. He just was the guy coming to tell.
I think you got his back up a little bit when you were like, because I think that had been his reaction as well. But he was told to go tell the guys that that's what's happening.
It's a difficult situation to be in. But I'm quite confrontational when it comes to
certain things.
Yeah. Myself and Brian Shaw are probably 2 of the guys that always raised up issues at World's Strongest Man.
BL Pirrock? I'm not sure. But thank you so much for the super chat. I think the back support on the leg press was leaned back too much and there was not accessible handles. I just joined, so maybe someone mentioned already. I mean, I could see the handles from where they were.
I don't think that was such an issue. I think the issue was that they had to keep their backside right into the bottom of the seat. And Chad was kind of screaming and shouting if they came up slightly, which if you've ever done leg press, sometimes you'll ask and kind of rock and come up slightly. So they were just kind of being stickler for the rules, which they've been for the whole competition. So at least it's been throughout. Thank you, Theo, for becoming a member.
Yes, thank you, Theo.
Put him up. Show him. He deserves to be shown.
Show him off. There you go.
Thank you very much, Theo. I will show you off, even if Liz is.
There we go.
Switching off.
You don't seem that temperamental, Lars. Always thought you to be a calm person. He's not.
I'm not temperamental. I'm just not afraid of voicing my opinion I've had arguments with almost every promoter at some stage.
Loz is one of those people. If you don't like confrontation, he'll make you feel very uncomfortable because he'll just want to talk about everything.
Yeah, I don't like talking behind people's backs and sweeping things under the rug. I like to, if I've got an issue with you or you have an issue with me, let's sort it out.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10 we can. It's always bickering and moaning behind people's backs that annoys you.
Yeah.
So I'd rather go to the person, talk things out and sort things out. That's just where I am.
Yeah.
Liz hates it. If we have an issue, I want to sort it out and you're just like, want to be quiet and
let me sulk over here, you bastard. Stop talking to me.
I drive you nuts, don't I?
Just give me an hour. Oh dear. Oh, apparently there were no handles. It was just a lock mechanism. I thought they were holding on to handles.
There were some handles that they held on to.
Michael, thank you for the super chat. Been watching strongman since the 80s, and social media has definitely helped with the popularity.
Absolutely, it really has. CrossFit has actually helped strongman. CrossFit has got so many more women into the sport.
Yeah. Single pad gate. Malcolm knows. Lots of frozen images on the line for Tom. No, we're not having any stream issues.
No, it's been okay.
Yeah.
Just the sound's been a bit dodgy at times.
Yeah, sound has been very hit and miss. Yeah. Oh. Did you see Martin shout you out in his last video?
No, I didn't.
It was the Estonia video, and he's
is that a grip thing?
Beat your grip thing, yeah. And then he was like, he said, "Oh, I beat Lars on this, and now these days he prefers to talk rather than than lift." And he said, "Save a seat for me, buddy. I'll be there with you soon." It was all very friendly.
Did you see this? I saw the Glenn Ross and Parr thing.
Glenn Ross threw a potato at Parr's head. What?
I don't know about that, but apparently there's an issue with Parr and Glenn.
Is there?
Parr pulled out of Ireland's Strongest Man today, and this is according to Parr. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Glenn threw a potato?
No, I know.
Oh, sorry. Right, okay.
He kind of called him some rude names and told him to F off or something.
Oh, really?
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I'm just going off what I saw Parr post up on his Instagram.
Interesting.
But Parr picked up an injury.
He's got a small quad tear, from what he said in his stories the other day.
So he didn't want to do islands.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Oh, has a promoter ever done something where you've refused to work with them again, Lazo?
Yes.
That's all you get. Refuse to compete for them again, I guess.
Yeah. Not getting paid. That's never a good thing. Most are okay, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Who is Glenn Ross? Glenn Ross was a
three-time Britain's Strongest Man winner.
Three-time Britain's Strongest Man winner. Never made the final at World
Came very close.
Man. He did, but he lost out on
Glenn was a powerhouse. Did very well at the Arnold Classic one year. Very strong guy. He runs Ultimate Strongman. And like UK Strongest Man and stuff.
Yeah. Like he also held Summer Mania, which you may remember, the World Team Championships.
Yeah.
It's a shame they're not
Ultimate
doing
Strongman World Championships they were running.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've not done any world
international
events since COVID, have they?
No, they haven't. So it's a shame.
Yeah, Glenn. I've been to a few. I've had arguments with Glenn about various different things, but I think I genuinely think Glenn means well.
Yeah, I think so too. But
I actually think some of his shows are great, and he does a lot that really family friendly stuff.
Yeah.
Just sometimes he's not great at communicating with people. That's his probably biggest weakness.
Yeah. He's not a people person, is he?
No. But I think you can have a chat with Glenn, and he will listen.
Yeah. Do you have to pay for your own travel expenses to strongman competitions?
For a lot of guys, yes. If you are invited to Giants live shows, they pay for accommodation and travel. Champions League pays some athletes for accommodation and travel. Other athletes will have to pay their own way. World's Strongest Man pay travel and accommodation for everyone, as does Wuss.
Yeah.
As does Brian Shaw.
Rogue.
As does Rogue and the Arnolds.
And the Arnolds, yeah.
But yeah, you know,
depends on the level of competition.
It depends on the
doesn't
level.
It? Yeah.
A lot of the women still have to pay their own way for everything. Most of the amateurs do.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you need to be at the very top level to be getting everything paid for.
Yeah. Someone said, I bet you're glad you didn't come on at 8 p.m. I'm regretting coming on at 9. Could have been much fresher than this, but it's okay. At least something's happening on the screen now.
Yeah.
Lots of people asking lots, and I don't want to seem like I'm ignoring it. Is there a Whoosh show this year?
I don't think there will be a show this year. I do think we may have a show next year.
Yeah,
there's a bit of kind of changing of what's going on with them this year. Some exciting things I think happening. Can't say too much just yet, but we will know more within the next few months.
Yes.
And once we know things officially and we know things are happening, then we'll tell you guys. But they, you know, there will be shows in Dubai happening again.
There we go. I'm Cy Wilson. I'm here at the Shaw Classic. Wish you guys were here. It's awesome.
Thank you, Cy. We hope you're having a great time.
Yes. An elite strongman in the know told me Wuss was falling. I mean,
I don't think I don't think Wuss will be called Wuss. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
I think
a rebranded version. Yeah. Where am I going? Fred, thank you so much for the super chat. We'll try to be at Texas and Daytona Beach, but probably just Daytona. Would love to have a group pic with members and you two. We will absolutely do that.
We
Daytona
will definitely get a photo.
Great one for it, actually, because it's 3 days long, the competition. It's very relaxed, isn't it? And there's not that many people. Like, there's a lot of competitors, but it's it would be a good one for that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, looking forward to going back to OSJ.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Lynn's doing a great job.
He is, yeah. I didn't really know what to...
Actually, just announced the events and the weights for
he has, this year's
OSG
competition.
This year.
Yeah.
Quite good competition. They've got Viking press, dumbbell medley, sack to shoulder, Atlas stones,
6 spots,
axle deadlift for reps, and farmers walk into, well, it's like 2 farmers, so farmers into another heavier set of farmers. So I think it's going to be and car walk, I think, as well.
Yeah, they've got the car walk. Yeah,
I think it's going to be really good.
Any idea on Rogue invites?
I would guess, and this is a guess, it's going to be very similar to the Arnolds. Plus maybe a Canadian newbie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. For anyone just joining us, we're just waiting for the final event, the Atlas Stones, to start. Currently, we have tied for first place Trey Mitchell and Brian Shaw. So
Kristen Rhodes and Nick Best doing the commentating for this one.
For the Open, yeah.
Kristen, a former World's Strongest Woman, I think.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
One of the she was awesome in her prime. And Nick Best, we all know Nick. Everyone loves Nick.
Everyone loves Nick. Yeah. Hopefully Pablo Nikonechny. To be fair, I think the invitations were out already before.
I don't think Pablo will get an invite this year to the Rogue. I mean, it'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
But I don't think he will. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Trey, I think, will be in this year's Rogue.
Auntie Liz is starting to fade. Yeah, I am, Adam. I'm really tired.
Do you need to go to bed?
I do, but I can't go to bed now.
No.
I can't leave you on.
I will stay for the Stones. I think we're nearly there now. So. Yeah. Do you need another coffee or something?
Yeah, I'll make another coffee.
You make a coffee.
I'll make us a coffee.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want one, Dad?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Everyone go pop your kettles. Pass me a mug. There we go.
There we go. Someone asking me if my blood pressure has gone down with my weight loss. Luckily, I've never really suffered too badly with blood pressure. I'm getting some blood tests done in the next few weeks, so maybe I'll do a video and see how my results are looking. But blood pressure wise, I've always been pretty good. windows open and we're getting little flies in. Sorry, but I am way fitter. My fitness is really up. I no longer need to use a CPAP machine. I feel a lot better. I mean, I've lost from my absolute heaviest. I was 170 kilos. I'm now sort of hovering between 128, 129. I did actually get down to 127, but I've increased my food a little bit recently as I've got an arm wrestling super match at the beginning of next month. So I've just upped my calories just to try and get a little bit of strength back. And then once I've done that, I'm going to try and get down to 125. And then I'll probably stay around 125 kilos. But fitness-wise, so much better. My cardio is so much better. Just days out with the kids. I walk a lot now. I do a lot more cardio in general. Some of it's just steady pace cardio. Some of it is high intensity stuff. I like doing a lot of sort of pretty tough kind of CrossFit workouts. Then I'm doing like bodybuilding training and arm wrestling training. And just enjoying it. Just enjoying being fit and healthy and feeling good in myself. Any news regarding Fortissimus? No, I don't know too much about what's happening. I have heard Fortissimus could be making a comeback, but that's all. I don't know any sort of ins and outs of anything being confirmed or anything like that. Sorry. When is the Auntie Liz Classic? She'll have to put some effort in and make it happen. The Loz Beard Classic. Someone is up at it's 9 a.m. in Oz and he's ready for bed. That's good effort staying with us. Well done, my man. Do you know what? Me and Liz can fall asleep after coffee. It's weird. Some people are buzzing. We're just like, yeah, fine. Yep, no longer need the CPAP. I sleep absolutely fine. That's one of the night. I mean, the CPAP is a great tool for people wanting to do strongman, even if you've just put on a little bit of weight. I know so many people that struggle with their sleep and they think they're sleeping, but because you think you're getting sleep, but you're not getting any quality sleep. And often when you get the CPAP, it makes a big difference, but it's nice to not need it. I got a CPAP and it made a big difference to my recovery. Actually, a lot of my injuries were because I didn't realize I had sleep apnea at the time. But I know guys like half my size, but they're naturally not that big and they put on 2 stone or 20 kilos or whatever it might be, and suddenly they need a CPAP machine. So you guys that find you're constantly feeling tired, it's worth getting a sleep test done because a CPAP will aid your performance. Loads of the strongmen have CPAP machines.
Maybe I should get one.
Liz said maybe she should get one. She sleeps just fine. Her head touches the pillow and she's off. Someone's saying his heaviest, Ryan's saying his heaviest was 135 kilos, which, I'm not much lighter than that now, but I've been 170 kilos. I'm naturally quite a big guy, even as an 18-year-old kid, I was still pretty big. I was big as a kid at school. So I feel a lot better at 130 kilos than maybe someone else would. If you were naturally 80 kilos and you got up to 130, you're going to feel pretty shit. I got up to 170. I felt terrible at that weight. I was strong at squatting and pressing and stuff like that, but quality of life was not so good. It's fine for a short period of time, but you look at Novikov, he's proven you don't need to be that size to be good. Everyone's different, Zadrunas was 190, Eddie was over 190, Thor was over 200, Brian was over 200. But if I got up to 200, I'd be terrible because it's too big for my frame. I think the best weight for me competitiveness-wise was probably between 150 and 160 kilos. But if a comp was really heavy, I might get a bit heavier. If it was a bit more fitness-based, I might get a bit lighter, work on speed and fitness. Joe Schmo. Only issue I've had was loading in full screen. Minimizing got it going. I guess you're talking about the live stream. Diego Thunderhawk, thank you for the super chat. Is Adam Scott the same Adam Scott from Parks and Rec? He'd have a Death Star icon too. Been wondering forever. I love you, Loz and Liz. Adam Scott, if you can answer that, Diego will appreciate it. Lozzie, what the trophies behind you were you Europe's strongest? Was your Europe's strongest man trophy? I have my Europe's trophy. I've got my Giants Live North American Open Winners Trophy. I think one of them is a Britain's Strongest Man one. Unfortunately, 3 of my Giants Live trophies got broken because of Auntie Liz. She thought she'd be nice and try and make a nice shelf like we've got up here. We got these ones done properly. Yeah. Liz tried to do some herself, and the trophies fell and broke, didn't they?
I didn't put that shelf up, to be fair. The shelf had been there a long time, and I thought it could withstand a few trophies, but turns out it couldn't, and there was an almighty crash, and I was very, very, very upset.
This was my last international win when I won the North American Open Giants Live.
There you go.
Very proud of my Giants Live victories.
There you go. Are we on to this one next?
Yes, please.
There we go. BL Paroc, thank you for the super chat. They reduced the angle of the leg press. I think with the reduced pressing angle and the angle of the back, people could not stay down in the device. Nick Bess also said it tries to squeeze you out. Yeah, it did look like that. Yeah. Some of the guys, especially the guys that chose to have their legs a little bit lower, it was like with each press.
I think the rule of having to keep their ass right at the bottom wasn't necessary.
No,
I think it would have been a better event to just let them. You know, you get into a leg press and your first rep, sometimes you're finding your positioning.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It's done now.
Sleep after coffee could be a sign of ADHD. It could also be a sign of a caffeine addiction, to be fair. And we just have coffee to level us out and make us normal. Whatever happened to the fiscal? I'm guessing you mean Fingal's fingers. Has it been banned?
No, it still turns up from time to time.
A couple of years ago in 2 of the groups, I think, wasn't it? 2019?
Yeah. It still turns up, and I've seen it at some local competitions as well. And it crops up at Worlds reasonably regularly.
Yeah. What did you do as a profession before starting your strongman career?
I was a school sports coordinator.
There you go. We've got the final standings. Thomas Evans winning overall, and he is the guy who won the amateur Arnold. So he is qualified for the pro show of the Arnolds next year, and now also the Shore Classic. So
he's going to have a great year next year. Yeah.
Very good.
Doing very well.
Where did Andy Black come in the end? 10th out of 16. Yeah. I don't know most of these names, to be honest.
I know Wesley. I know Sean Hayes. I know Ayab Mohammed. Obviously, I train him.
Okay.
Andrew Black. But yeah, there's so many new talented guys out there. It's good to see.
There you go. Going to the Arnolds this year, Loz? Yes.
Yes, the UK Arnolds. We were obviously at the Ohio event earlier in the year.
Oh, 6 spots are back.
If Magnus Samuelsson came back to compete, how far could he go? As in coming back now?
It would have to be as a master, wouldn't it?
He'd have to do the 50 plus. He would struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he's strength. He trains, obviously, and he's in amazing shape, isn't he? But yeah, no. No. I hope Rogue Invitational lineup will be Novikov, Pavlona Konechny, Martins, Tom, Trey, Bobby, Mitch Hooper, Maxime, Evan, Singleton, Brian. Yeah,
that would be a great lineup.
Yeah,
it would be. So look.
Oh, here we go.
We are starting.
Yes,
and it is
Jerry Pritchett is out first.
Here we go.
On his own, bless him. Let's see what you've got, Jerry. I'm so tired.
First stone goes up, no problem for Jerry. On to the second one. Is Jerry doing OSG this year?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, I think he's back.
3 stones up for Jerry.
He's stuck in there, yeah.
He's cramping. Jerry is a great strongman. You know, his deadlifting over the years has been amazing. He really surprised me in 2020 World's Strongest Man. He really put on a good performance.
I think he won the group in the end, didn't he?
Yeah. You know, and I know he's had some injuries and stuff. he always worries me that he's going to get injured when he competes.
Yeah, he has been very injury prone in the past, hasn't he? Some guys just are. You were one of them, weren't you, Lazo?
Yeah. Well, once you start getting injuries, it's hard.
Yeah.
And I don't think he needs to prove anything. If like I said with Brian, Brian is still one of the best guys in the world. So I get it. But Jerry limping off a little bit there. Hopefully he's okay. I think he's just feeling a bit of cramp.
Someone's saying, "Where's the audio?" Is
audio not working? It's not working for us either. Yeah, we've got no sound either.
Oh dear,
the audio is completely gone.
There you go.
You've got us.
Yeah.
So 3. I'll go into commentator mode.
Yeah, Loz is now going to commentate for you.
Not today. Brian's not paying me. Oh, the audio is back.
Yeah.
Terry's back.
There we go. I thought it was quite a sweet comment the other day. They were like, "Oh, Loz, I'm sure if you asked Brian, he'd let you commentate." But it doesn't really work like that.
I don't want to be let to commentate.
Like companies approach him and say, "Loz, we'd like you to commentate. This would be your day fee," and that sort of thing. But I thought it was quite sweet.
It is sweet.
Let you commentate. Please, Brian, I'll just sit over here with my mic.
Yeah, it's sound is back. Still got a big thick back on him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's still a big
powerful
man,
dude.
Someone wanting to know why did Mitch Hooper seem to struggle more on the Hummers higher than regular deadlift? Is it fatigue?
He didn't do too badly. He did very well, but no, his weakness is his lockout, and the Hummer tie deadlift suits guys that are stronger at lockout. So someone like Novikov, very good at that lockout phase, didn't lift as much as Mitch last week. He didn't do the 1,000 pounds, did he?
No, he didn't. He did 425. That was conventional, obviously, at the Giants live show.
But Mitch is very powerful off the floor. His lockout is something we need to work on, and I've mentioned that to him, and he agrees as well.
Yeah.
And it's something we're going to work on over the next year.
2 Gabes up against each other now. Pena versus Rayom.
This looks like 2 battered strongmen.
Yeah.
They are looking forward to this being done. I've been in this position before where your body is just beat up. You're feeling it. And you're just thinking, just put in a solid performance. Yeah. You're not challenging for the positionings in terms of the title. Just want to finish the competition strong.
Yeah.
And Gabriel Pena has got the 4th stone up onto the last one. If he can get all 5, he's going to be over the moon. These are a heavy set of stones.
It's a Gabe off.
Look at this. Can he do it? Yes.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Good finish there for Pena. Nicely done. His deadlift was unbelievable. Not been so good through the middle phase of the competition, but a nice, strong finish. He'll be really pleased with that.
He's still relatively new, Gabe. He got the opportunity to do Worlds in 2020 when it was a really tricky time to get athletes over. That was on the back of his 3rd place at the Amateur Arnold's that year. And since then, he's sort of been thrown into the deep end, hasn't he? But
that's a solid performance.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
He's the only athlete, actually, out of these that are competing in this competition that have never made the final of Worlds.
Yeah, I'm sure he will one day.
Yeah.
Ronan, thank you for the super chat. Loving this comp. A bit unhappy with the lack of scoreboard update and mid-event rep counter. Great entertainment to help me through a night shift. Yeah, there's things that could definitely improve with the stream, but
look, we didn't have a live stream last year.
No, exactly. This is better than.
Let's hope it gets even better.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of improvements this year.
Kenya acknowledging all the fans, enjoying that moment. That was good. Good solid stone run.
All those people have so much energy, and I'm sat here like.
Well, it's not midnight, midnight in America.
No, that's true. Yeah,
they are 7 hours behind us.
Oh, Evan Singleton hasn't made the final either. Of course, he hasn't.
You're right, Tommy.
Yeah,
absolutely well pointed out.
Well spotted. It's funny because he's won a couple of Giants,
number of international comps.
Yeah, but he's never made a final. Yeah.
Well pointed out.
Yeah.
2 men that have made the final is Adrinas Saviskas
and
Konstantin Janasha. Janasha, one of the few guys to make the final on his first appearance.
This was actually the first year that Janasha didn't make the final.
Yeah, Janasha's first appearance at Worlds was actually his best. Came fourth.
Came fourth overall, yeah. Can't find out the weights of the stones. What are the weights of the stones?
I think it's 159 kilos up to 205 or 206
yeah,
or 204, like something like that.
Yeah. Oh man, it's going to be tense. The final stone off, isn't it?
It is.
No. Janasha over here, like, hold up, let me adjust my traps.
Do you know what? I might have given Zadrunas, a little bit of.
I'm so glad to see him finish.
That's what I was just going to say to you. The fact that he's come here and he's finishing is good.
Yeah. Made a sort of calculated decision not to do the dumbbell. It obviously costs massive in points, but it's meant he's been able to go on.
Yeah. He's been winning shows in Lithuania.
Yeah.
I mean, Zadrunas would have blitzed through these type of things in his prime. You think these events for this competition in his prime, he would have been challenging for the win.
Yeah, definitely.
He was an amazing log lifter. Stones, he was very solid. Yokes, he was quick. Throwing, he was unbelievable. He's really lost that ability in his throwing. I don't know if that's just lost explosive power or injuries.
His throwing was very good at OSG last year, but obviously the weights are very different. Yeah.
The weights in the Masters are obviously lighter. This is heavy
I think Zadrunas isn't going to finish this stone run. He's stuck on number 4. Janasha's about to attempt number 5.
I mean, it's nice to see Zadrunas, but I just remember him being such an amazing athlete.
Loz, are you telling Mitch to go all out on the stones or to just finish?
I've not actually spoken to him. I've allowed. Well, he's going to go.
He's going to go all out. Yeah.
He'll want to finish these stones. There's no question about that. He's going to have to try hard.
Yeah.
He wants to stay on that podium. And if he does, if he gets another podium, be 3 podiums in a row. It's a hell of a rookie year. To make your first World's Strongest Man, 2 second places at the Giants Live, and potentially a 3rd place at the Shore Classic.
That would be incredible.
How many of us would take that? At the
as a whole career. Yeah. By the end of your career, a lot of guys would be very happy with that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big Z would win these events in his prime, absolutely. I know I keep going on about it. It is hard for me because I competed against him in his prime.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. If he's still enjoying it, do it. It's not for me to tell him not to. I'm just letting you guys know why it disappoints me. And it's, he doesn't need to give a damn what I think. No one does. It's just my opinion. But when you remember someone for being so good, it's like Mike Tyson fighting past his best, and you remember how good he was,
and it's hard not to compare.
Evan and Kevin.
Just address this one quickly. Pretty annoying that Colin hasn't resolved. It's absolutely nothing to do with Colin. It's the TV company that owns World's Strongest Man. Colin just does the practical stuff of like, right, this is the events team, and IMG will say we want these type of events. By IMG who run the World's Strongest Man.
He's nothing to do with.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to bring it more into the 21st century.
Colin and Darren run Giants Live, and they have a live stream for Giants Live.
Yeah. What's going on with Evans?
I think Tacky. Doesn't. Yeah, I don't think there's any injury. I just think his Tacky was slipping. Kevin looking solid.
Yeah, 3rd stone for Kevin. Evan can't pick up the second
slipping
stone.
On that second one.
Oh dear.
And Kevin is on to the last one, moving well.
I feel like this last year we've seen more Tacky issues than ever before.
No, we just watch more strongman than ever before.
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably. Kevin going for the final stone.
Stones, unlike a barbell, can vary.
Oh, just missed it.
So like you can have 2 sets of stones that weigh exactly the same, but they'll feel different.
Yeah.
So it's very hard. Like I had a friend of mine. We trained on a set of stones together, and I was doing better than him. And then the week after, he went and lifted a 200-kilo stone in a different place. Stones are very weird.
They're very individual, aren't they?
Yeah.
Janash's beard sweat messed up Evan. Why people are saying Alexi needs to be humbled. I've not seen anything like that. Maybe I've gone blind.
No, I think Alexi is.
Alexi is one of the most humble guy, to be honest. He's hilarious when he takes the mic off of whoever's presenting.
I've never seen. Every time he gets beat, he's a great loser. He's
a good loser. Yeah, he is.
But he just doesn't lose that often.
No, he doesn't need to. No. Alexi is a great man. He is indeed.
Honestly, like most of the guys are really cool guys.
Yeah.
Most of them, I class the majority of them as friends, and Liz gets upset if they're not doing so well and stuff like that. I'm a little bit more hardened to it, obviously competing myself, but they put so much effort into what they do. The commitment from the whole team, from your body.
I used to put my all my energy into you, and then once you stop competing, it's like, oh great, now I can support other people. But now I just put too much energy into everyone. Yeah, it's exhausting sometimes.
Right, Max versus Ivers.
Oh, here we go. This should be a good one.
You said Max is going to win the stones.
No, I don't know. Come on,
Ivers
Max.
Doesn't have a chance. You're probably right. Maxine is starting really well in these
Max
first
is
three.
so good at stones.
Ivers
is very good as well.
Yeah.
This would just be really solid from Ivers.
Maxine looking very good. This is going to be a good time. Very good.
Maxime on the final. Drop the final stone.
These things can happen, especially when you're trying to blitz it. Ivers, can he get the fourth? Yes, he does.
Got the fourth.
Now Maxime on the fifth again. He's going to get it this time, surely.
I like that they don't need a ton of spotters around.
Maxime has gone down again. Ivers could sneak it.
Oh my goodness.
Can Ivers load this?
Come on, Ivers.
He can't do it.
It's not going up.
Wow.
Man, what a shock. Maxime, he's not had a great competition, has he? On the events, we'd expect him to sort of, throw in. Obviously, there was a mistake that cost him. He ended up coming third. The Stones is usually such a good event for him. He did win the medley, though. Gabe Pena beat Maxime at Stones. That's a new one. It is indeed.
I told you. Anything can happen.
Oh, God.
It's not me being a dick. It's just
I know.
Stones are never a guarantee. We've seen with even Tom Stoltman. Things have gone wrong, and most people would say he's the best stone lifter in the world.
Yeah.
Especially, that he was really smooth through those first four, but he just wanted to make sure he got it quick, locked in, pulled it straight up, and then he just mistimed it, banged into the platform. Very similar to what happened to Derek Poundstone at Worlds.
I went to click on a comment. Liz jinxed Max. Maybe I did. But he would have been upset if I didn't put him in mine somehow. I honestly thought he would do really well. I knew there was a couple of weaknesses, but it's just sometimes it's just not your day, is it? It's not because you're injured or anything. I mean, him and Sam worked so hard in Canada as well, and doing a lot of strongman promotions themselves. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's a tough competition.
Mitch and Alexi.
Oh, how's Alexi gonna do?
We shall see.
He's smiling.
He's always smiling.
He's always smiling. Gabe skipping an event paid off. He's not hurt or anything. I think Gabe is just protecting himself from the events that he didn't think he could challenge that much on.
It's very, very heavy events, and if you're just not good enough to do it, then
you probably shouldn't
not to waste the energy. Save it for the events that you're good at.
Yeah.
If you're going to go out there, give it everything, waste energy, and still zero, it's a waste of effort, especially if you do have events where, because, Gabe really good on the deadlift, solid on the stones here, was pretty good on the frame as well.
Yeah. It varies a lot, Jay. Last year, Trey did beat Brian on these stones. So he was about 5 seconds quicker. But Brian will have beaten Trey.
Brian and Trey can both beat each other.
Yeah.
It's going to be an exciting finish. Let's see how Mitch does on these stones. He's been getting better in each performance. This is good. So 2 stones in, both of them going up. Alexei looking very... Yeah, he's not kind of the normal Alexei attacking stones.
He's not attacking it, yeah. Come on, Mitch.
Mitch just focusing on...
Get all 5, he'll do really well.
He's done 4 in a decent time. Come on, Mitch, let's get this last one. Then that's a solid, brilliant performance. If he can get this stone up, he's going to be very happy.
Come on, Mitch. Oh, yes. Oh, I thought it was going to come off. Very good. Well done, Mitch.
Probably one of the best stone performances we've seen.
That's the first time he's not had a drop in his stone run in the last, every time we've seen him compete.
Fighting hard, even though he's hurt.
No, he's calling it a day. 3 stones for Alexei.
And that was really good by him. He's put in such an amazing performance.
Yeah.
I think that secures him 3rd place.
Who, Mitch?
Yeah.
I don't know. My phone's out there. You'll have to go on to Strongman Archives. I think it will.
I think it will too.
Yeah. With the amount of guy, I mean, he beat Maxime on stones. That was the biggest threat because I think Maxime
he was miles ahead in terms of points. Novikov was the only one that could potentially catch him up. So I'm very, very proud of Mitch. Another great performance.
Another podium. Here they come. Brian looking very serious. Where's Trey? Ooh, very exciting. Mitch is improving at stones comp by comp. Yeah, we shouldn't forget how inexperienced Mitch is.
Mitch has probably not trained stones anywhere near as much as some of these other guys.
No.
Brian Shaw was doing stones before Mitch was born.
Novikov set 2 world records. I know, it's really crazy.
Day 1, Novikov was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And, we knew he was suffering from last week.
Here we go then.
This is going to be exciting. For the title. Whoever wins this takes it. That creates pressure as well.
Yeah.
There could be mistakes. Yeah. Could be unbelievable performances.
I'm glad it's a heavier set of stones. Like, really glad.
I think both guys do all 5.
Oh, definitely. Oh, God, I hope I haven't jinxed it.
Curse of the commentator.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Both of them have been unbelievable all competition. Very consistent. I mean, other than the frame, Trey's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
And Brian just been solid on every single event.
Oh, man. What's going on here? Oh, it's like the early hours of the morning there. Oh, wow, no.
So Brian just making sure every stone is exactly how he wants them.
Did Auntie Liz finally stop hating Brian? Never. Oh.
Whoever wins, we get a repeat win. Well, yeah, both former champions of this event.
Tobias saying same thing. Why was Novikov's buddy chased off the stage, but Brian's buddy is allowed on?
Yeah, that's a good question.
People agreeing with Rana.
Is he being thrown off?
I don't know. I didn't even notice that. Is that his friend? I don't know. I guess they're all his friends, technically. He hired them. Can't be the only one, but I now look forward to Rogue, Arnold, and Shaw over World's Strongest Man. Still like Giants Live, but they're in danger of getting stale too. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I think Giants Live, they have plans to change things up over the next year. I think the
team comp will be really fun as well.
Yeah, and they are talking about doing a big stadium competition in America. Here we go.
Watch this one.
Oh.
1 stone.
Oh, Trey slightly ahead.
3rd stone. Trey's ahead 1 motion. Both of them 1 motion. Brian Shaw not far behind at all. 1 mistake from either of them could cost them. Both going to the knee. Trey is still ahead.
4 for Trey.
5th stone. They're both onto. Trey has it to his lap. Brian has it to his lap. Trey loads it. Trey is the winner.
Yay!
And Brian Shaw also loads the 5th stone.
That means my top 3 were perfectly right.
Wow, Trey is such a deserving winner of this show.
Yes, he is.
He's been unbelievable. Look at Brian being awesome and humble in defeat there, raising Trey's hand. I think really you've got to give Trey huge props. You know, he has come into this competition in unbelievable shape. A very, very deserving winner.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased for him, especially getting the live stream this year so people can watch it straight away.
Yeah, for like last year when there were no results anywhere, you weren't allowed to talk about it. It really put a bit of a dampener on the celebration part.
Trey Mitchell is showing that he is one of the best guys in the world. And, you know, what a performance he's put in.
Who came 4th and 5th? Was it Maxime and Alexei?
I'm not sure.
Because I may have got the top 5 right.
You may have. I
may have.
Auntie Liz is never going to be quiet about this one. Wow. What a show. I've enjoyed the Shore Classic.
I have too, yeah.
I hope all of you guys have enjoyed it as well.
And Brian having his friend on stage obviously did not help him.
Trey Mitchell has just been brilliant. He is a superstar.
Very worthy champion.
Such a humble guy as well. He just never, you know, he doesn't post stuff. He doesn't care about being social media savvy and, you know, bigging himself up. But he came into this well prepared. Unbelievable performance by Trey. Right?
Yeah. Right.
Auntie Liz needs her beauty sleep.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, everyone, so much for staying on with us. Yeah.
Still 1,500 people here at, you know, what we now, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, not in other countries. But we'll have some European friends on here too, where it's even later for them. So thank you all for staying.
Thank you all for the likes, subscribing to the channel, the super chats, members. We appreciate every single one of you. It's always fun watching these shows. I need to get this young lady to sleep. But thank you once again. It was a great show. Well done to Brian and his team for putting on another awesome Shore Classic. I'm sure next year is going to be even bigger and better. I think we've all got a little bit of feedback to give Brian in terms of areas that can improve. But I have to say, it's been a great show.
Yeah, it's been awesome. And so have you. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you again soon.
Take care, guys. Speak to you soon.
Smile and wave.